Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, I went to the wrong screen. Oh, no. Hi.
Oh, no.
Hi, we're here.
Oh, I can't drink coffee with it. Oh, there we go.
There we go. I told you it went to the wrong screen because I failed.
I can't drink my coffee with his beard on, huh?
I mean,
There's going to be stains all over Santa's mouth here.
Yeah, maybe coffee with a straw?
Oh, that's an
there
idea.
you go. There you go.
Oh, well, too late now.
I don't know. The stained beard is pretty creepy.
I'm really going
Thanks
for
for
that
the
mall
follow,
Santa
B.
vibe.
So
You're all
welcome
here.
everybody to 10 Days of Tabletop. This is Christmas at Ground Zero, which is using the 10 candle system. Ryan, our storyteller, will go into more information as we get into it, but just a couple things before we start. This stream is for raising funds for Extra Life. So if you don't know what Extra Life is, it is a North American Children's Miracle Network program that raises funds for pediatric wards across North America. Gets money for needed medical equipment, help with bills, supplies, and even just stuff for the kids to do between surgeries and appointments. It's really, really important to myself, and I know to a couple other people within the VACTER. So if you got a couple bucks, it'd be really great if you could donate. I'm putting the link up here in chat right now. So if you could throw a couple bucks that way, all you have to go is go to that page, go to our team roster and select your favorite DM who is signed up there. It's totally me. And just throw some money their way. If you do enter, like if you do throw some money that way, I've got a prize pack that I will be raffling off. Well, it'll be like a spinny wheel thing. So you'll be automatically entered for that, and you can get some shit from my house.
Random stuff.
Not actual shit.
Oh, okay.
Nice try. Nice try. That's an OnlyFans thing, sorry.
Kink unlocked.
As well, our sponsor today is Canadian Dice, and that's that guy right there. He loves us. And we love him.
We know that guy.
We know that guy.
We know that guy. So if you go to canadiandice.ca and use the code THEVACTER, all one word, you will get 10% off your dice order. And if you order by the 10th, it should get there before Christmas. Good. Ryan
No problem.
Very, very fast at shipping shit out. So, again, not actual shit.
That's true. I have no real job.
This is your job.
That could be worse.
Hi, Big 40. Welcome in. So, Ryan. Oh, wait. One more thing. Sorry. If you are expecting holly jolly Christmas vibes tonight, you're not going to get them. 10 Candles, as Ryan will probably go into, is not a happy-go-lucky, you will survive sort of thing. So, your discretion is advised. As well, there will be some lighting effects in the game itself. As the candles go out, the screen will dim. Don't adjust your shit. It's on our end. You're okay.
Your TV is fine.
We're going for a vibe. We're going for a vibe here.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
All right, go ahead, Ryan.
All right. So for people who don't know about 10 Candles, this is I would say it's a survival horror game, but it's not a survival horror game. It's a tragic horror game in which everyone is going to die tonight. There will be no survivors. So this is a story about what happens in the dark. This is a story about survivors trying to light up their little corner of the world and do something meaningful within it in the few hours they have left. This is a story about desperation. This is a story about people like you and I trying to fight back against the darkness, only to be inevitably consumed by it. This game is not about whether the characters fall into darkness or emerge as survivors. There are no survivors. Not tonight. Everyone will die in the final scene without question or quarrel. This provides us the stage upon which you can act out the final hours of the lives of our characters that are destined to die. You will see them pushed to the very brink of terror, madness, and sorrow. It is a game about loss, but we have to remember this is also a game about hope. Though you know your characters will die, you must have hope that they will survive. That is our intro. We're going to begin our story on Christmas Eve in a rundown, mostly looted pharmacy. You four have been holed up here for the last few days as there were some supplies, and you found some dry wood in a shed out back to keep you warm. The supplies have since run low, and it's deadly cold outside. The sounds of gunshots, looting, and rioting have become less prevalent over the last few days, and it may be safe enough to venture out now. It's been 2 weeks since the earthquake started, subtle at first, and localized to North America. Over the next few days, they were reported worldwide, getting stronger each day. Until massive holes and caverns were ripped into the earth that now emit a black, smoky haze. The sky has gone dark. You don't remember the last time you saw sunlight. Satellites have gone quiet, leaving you without solar power, cell phones, or internet. GPS is down also. Many luxuries the world has grown accustomed to, and power grids have also failed on a global scale. The world has been left in darkness. Most roads have become unusable as massive holes and rips in the earth have destroyed transit infrastructure. And they have come. It's uncertain what they are, but there have been wild accusations thrown around. Anything from mole men to shadow demons, aliens to a worldwide government conspiracy. They're out there in the dark, and they are coming for you. So, we begin our first scene. This is where we would light 10 candles, so there are now 10 candles active. And I'm going to go around the table and have each player describe, first of all, who they are, and who they're going to be playing tonight, and what their character hopes to achieve. So let's start with, I'll start with Aphi. She's first in my list.
I'm Aphi the DM. This is the Vactaire. This is my sort of wheelhouse. You can find me here or on the Vactaire Instagram, Twitter, whatever. You can also find me at Aphi the DM with a bunch of underscores. That's my personal stuff. But yeah, mostly on the Vactaire. I'm the DM of Monday Nights Mistwalkers, our campaigns that is returning January 2nd. We just took December off because holidays and shit happens. I will be playing Alexandra Martinez, who is in her late 30s, curly black hair, blue eyes, flight attendant until apocalypse started, and go into everything.
Why don't you tell us what your moment you hope to achieve is?
Okay, so my moment is that I will find hope when I truly feel safe.
Perfect. All right, and how long do you think you've been in this pharmacy, or how you got there?
Oh, so my plane landed in New York. Are we in New York?
Why don't you tell me what city we're in?
We're in New York. We're in Manhattan.
There you go.
So I landed at JFK a couple hours before everything started to happen. And I went to a pharmacy just to pick up a couple things for my overnight before my next flight out. And that's how I ended up here. I was in the pharmacy when it...
I would say that a bunch of looting and craziness started ensuing, and you felt unsafe to leave.
I felt unsafe to leave. I pretty much locked myself in like a supply closet after grabbing a bunch of shit off the shelves.
Okay, great. Something I didn't really mention about this game is that nothing is written. This is a 100%, other than where I'm putting the setting. I didn't even decide where the setting is. We're now in New York. That the story is told by the players. I'm basically just here to guide the story along, and whether we'll let it go off the rails. If it goes off the rails, that's fine. But it goes wherever the players decide it goes. So I'm not responsible. All right. Let's go to B. You're next in my box.
All right. Hello, all. I am your non-binary busy bee. I am a podcaster, streamer, TTRPG performer. But today, y'all, you can call me Eugene Birdman. I'm an employee at the DMV, and by employee I mean manager. So Eugene's kind of a big deal. Like, this Christmas suit cost like $50. I got it from TJ Maxx, and wow, I think I really impressed the whole office. Eugene he has a lot of allergies. He's kind of allergic to the world. And that means that he tends to be a little curmudgeonly, a little unpleasant. I don't know if that's just the requirement for DMV employee, but regardless, he was at the pharmacy just grabbing his monthly supply of Claritin when the world went upside down. And he's pretty sure that it's the government because when you work at the DMV, you see some stuff.
All right. Let's go to Jeremy here.
Oh wait, what was Eugene?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, what was Eugene's moment?
Oh, yes, so sorry. Believe it or not, he wants to he will find hope when he can help somebody, like truly offer the assistance that he's never been able to provide in the 25 years that he's been working at the DMV.
I love it. Okay, perfect. Jeremy, you're up.
Okay. I'm Jeremy. I'm half a third of Old Men Rolling Dice, which is a podcast and Instagram account, and I do a little bit of streaming here on Twitch as well. Tonight I am playing Dirk Van Damme, who is a man sort of in his probably late 20s, maybe even 30, sort of 29, 30. Not long ago divorced from his wife. Entirely his fault due to some personal issues, and horribly missing his only daughter, and is at the pharmacy. He's sort of tall and lanky, but he's a bricklayer, so he's physically strong, and a bit of maybe a bully-like attitude. And he's at the pharmacy here tonight because his daughter's sick, and the last time he doesn't get it, his wife never asks him for anything, but she was out of Tylenol and has asked him to bring Tylenol because no one else will help her with the current situation in the world. So Dirk has decided that he's going to try to come. He doesn't get an opportunity to come through for his daughter very often, and that's what he's here to do.
Perfect.
And his moment is to just to follow through on a promise that he makes.
Perfect. I love it. I did one detail that I loved about Eugene was his toque, and you didn't say what his toque says.
Oh, so it's a toque with a little pom-pom on the top, but written, like, embroidered in the front is "Don't talk to me before I've had my coffee." Very, very important. He wears it during most of the day. It kind of hides. He'll pile all of his braids into the toque. And that's the professional way to go about working there at that.
I had to bring it up because it made me smile when I read it. So.
I'm so glad.
All right, let's go to Artemis.
I'm Artemis. I'm the content coordinator and social media manager for the Vactaire. I basically just live here. I run our game on Friday nights. I play in Aphi's game on Mondays, and a bunch of other stuff throughout the week. And yeah, I'm just kind of always here. And I'm playing Skylar Greene. She was a assistant at a law firm in town here, and she's mid-30s, got shoulder-length blonde hair, blue eyes. She was at the pharmacy because it was open when all of the shit went down, so she ran in there to get out of the streets and kind of just stayed. And her moment is that she hopes to be able to be brave in protecting someone for the first time in her life instead of running.
All right. And I think that's a great place for us to start. So, the four of you are in this pharmacy, and we'll start off with whoever wants to take narrative control, and then tell me what's going on there. Is there anyone else in this pharmacy other than the four of you at the moment?
I think there'd be employees.
Okay.
I think there's Tina, the regular teen. Who
Tina the teen.
Tina the teen.
Maybe Tina's the cashier.
Yes. I think that's what I was trying to get at, but
And I'd say
providing
that,
any good details.
I'd say at this point, about 10 minutes ago or so, you heard a couple gunshots go off outside, and Tina's hiding behind the counter at the moment.
Okay. How long have we been in this pharmacy? Give or take, sorry.
That's really up to you guys. You can tell me. I'd say you've probably been there. I think maybe.
Well, I think Aphi said Alexandra was there right at the start, right?
Yeah.
Is that right?
I mean, things didn't go absolutely bananas for about 3 to 4 days after the earthquakes, and when the earth started ripping open and ruining the roads, where people aren't moving around so much anymore because it's tough to drive vehicles, and it's there's a bit of a black haze outside, almost kind of like if you've ever seen the movie The Mist, sort of similar to that, but there's a smoky black haze outside.
Okay, well, I absolutely worked up until today, and that smoky black haze was really affecting my allergies.
Just came in to see if you could find some medication. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nobody else really came into the office, but the internet and most of the electricity was on, so I could still occasionally sign people's licenses, whatever.
I was
Whatever they do at a DMV as a Canadian, I don't know.
The power, electricity, internet, satellites have been down for over a week now.
Oh, okay. Well, that I've been stamping stuff.
Okay, perfect.
There's still been
Manual
some people
credit
coming
cards, like the whole machine. Yeah.
in.
So also in this pharmacy is the manager of the pharmacy. His name is Jeff, and he says you guys have all been kind of sharing supplies over the last few days or so, and he says that he's getting hungry and there's no food left. There's also no heat. It is starting to get deadly cold inside. And you are all bundled up. You do have winter gear on because you probably left wherever you were with proper clothing and whatnot. But other than what you would have on you, I mean, that's basically all you have. So anything that your character you think would have, you can have. But you can't say like, Dirk would have a shotgun with him. That's not going to happen.
Okay.
Well, it's dangerous out there, man.
Yeah, I would say that maybe you have one in your truck that's out somewhere or something like that. But you probably don't have any weaponry.
Oh, that's okay. I was just joking with you. No gun. I have no gun.
You can tell me later if you want to have a shotgun somewhere, right?
Yeah, in a truth, right?
Right. That is correct. All right. So, Jeff says we got no supplies left. We got to do something here, guys.
Talk about bad management.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Dirk's up by the front window. Maybe just keeping an eye out on the street. He's already pocketed the Tylenol that he needs into his hoodie. And he's watching for an opportunity for the street to go a little quiet.
Right around that point, as you're sitting at the front window, you do see some headlights in the mist coming towards the front of the store.
I'll give a holler. Somebody's coming. Somebody's coming.
Oh my gosh! Finally,
I'm
tired of being locked up here.
You hear the vehicle stops probably about 10 to 15 feet up the street from the store. It is hard to tell the distance, but you do see the headlights from the front window. You hear multiple voices getting out, and if you look, you can kind of see the vehicle. It looks like a Jeep with no top on it. And you see 3 shapes jump out of this Jeep, and then you hear some glass smashing.
In the pharmacy?
No, out from outside. Sounds like another building close to where you are, like someone's breaking glass.
I think it's fucking looters.
I don't think they're here to help us.
All right. Well, so what can I use as a weapon? God damn, looters! Come on. This is if the economy is not worse enough.
I'm gonna go with Tina and see if she has like a baseball bat or something behind.
Crowbar.
Okay, that sounds like that's going to be our first conflict roll as you look around for a weapon.
Oh no.
Oh, we don't want to roll dice.
So I would like you to go into Roll20 and roll me the 10d6.
Oh no. 0
God.
successes.
All right.
One's already.
But
That is one.
I am an optimist.
Okay.
So
So
I was
if you would
optimistic that there was a weapon behind the counter.
If you would like to make a reroll, you will remove your optimistic trait from the game. You cannot use it again.
Dang.
And you can reroll the 2 ones. So you just roll 2d6. That is a failure.
Not a failure, but no successes.
All right, this is interesting. So that is going to put out a candle. So we are now to 9 candles.
Ooh.
That still puts out a candle,
That is a failure of a check.
but the scene doesn't end. Is that correct?
That ends this particular scene. We will.
Oh wow.
But
we will now.
So what would the ones have done?
If she had re-rolled either of the ones to a 6, it would have been a success, and then
But
we
be-
would have continued with that scene.
Oh,
because there were 0 successes, we still put out a candle.
Yes. So we move to 9 candles, and I will dim my light a little bit because it's a little dimmer. Okay. So here's how this is going to work. We are now going to go around the table and tell 9 truths about the world, about the situation that we're in. The first truth, which does not count as one of the 9, I will tell. And every time this happens, the first truth is always that the world is dark. So we will start with the person that failed the check. And where is my sheet? There we go. All right, Alexandra, why don't you tell me the first truth? Now you can say, I did not find a baseball bat, but I did find this. You could say something about the people outside. You could say something about something inside. You could say something about the world in general.
Okay. The people outside are breaking in our immediate vicinity.
Okay, that is the truth. Let me just keep track here. Cross the street. Okay, B. Eugene, what is the second truth?
There are a bunch of canes in the corner. Like a cane
Like
for
candy canes?
walking.
No, like a mobility assistant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. There would be canes in a pharmacy.
and they're
Okay,
steel.
so there are
And while we don't have crowbars, we might have canes.
Okay. That is the truth. The third truth will be mine. Let's see here. A car alarm starts loudly going off outside. Dirk, what is the fourth truth?
one of the looters is Skylar's ex, and it didn't end well.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Skylar, what is the fifth truth? Leave it to Jeremy to start fucking with people, right?
Oh, yeah.
First
No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. A little surprised that it was me, but oh boy.
I didn't want to assume anything. That's why I didn't say gender or that. Just one of them is an ex.
It's all good. God, sorry, my mind just went completely blank.
After game.
Since Skylar is probably hiding behind the counter with Tina a little bit, we also find some bandages for later if we need them.
Okay.
Group mom coming into the rescue.
Bandage.
Are they like Hello Kitty?
Yes, they are totally Hello Kitty band-aids.
Little band-aid? Just find a box of band-aids? Okay.
I was thinking like the ones that are in a first aid kit, like the ones that you can wrap around your arm, but
Gauze and the whole deal?
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say you find a small first aid kit.
Okay.
Okay. Aphi, what is the sixth truth?
The sixth is Dirk's ex-wife across the street.
Okay.
Oh, it's gonna be one of those
That was
nights.
great.
Sorry, B. We should have warned you.
She couldn't walk across the street to get the Tylenol herself. She had to get him to go get it.
Oh, he's like,
Projectile vomiting child. You don't want to leave that alone.
Nah.
That's fair. That's fair. All right. The fuckery has begun. Eugene.
why haven't I crossed the street yet with the Tylenol? Is what I want to know.
We have to figure that out.
Something
Eugene,
there.
the seventh truth, please.
Oh, I get to say another truth?
Yep. We go around until we get to 9.
Oh gosh. Oh, that makes sense. I want it to be supply related.
So unfortunately, Jeremy's going to get the last truth here.
mm. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep adding details to our world. Somebody found, I think under the counter in like one of the cupboards that just haven't had to be opened because there's a bunch of papers in it. There's a bunch of I don't know if this is even a real thing, but like ensure, like if you could take a powder, add it to like milk or water and shake
Mhm.
it, and then
Like
that's
a
a
protein
meal.
shake?
Protein
Yeah,
powder.
yeah, that. But like
So we'll
it's
say-
a no-name brand.
And
Let's say you find
it's
a,
strawberry.
Ew.
Let's say you find a box of out of date, no name, Ensure powder.
Perfect.
Okay, perfect.
And it's strawberry. Ugh.
Powder, strawberry. Okay. Ooh, the eighth truth.
It's like chalk.
A radio in the store comes alive with a
Hmm.
low hum. Dirk? And no one's heard a radio in over a week.
Weeks, yeah.
The reason that we've stayed in this, that Dirk has stayed in this building, is in the smoke out there. The looters are not alone.
Okay. All right, that will start our new scene.
Dirk hasn't told anyone though that he's seen that, right? So,
What did Dirk see? Just like a quick movement or something, an odd shape move?
yes.
Oops.
Hey, maybe something that didn't look human.
Okay, great. Hard to tell in the smoke, but
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like it was just a shape in the smoke, but it didn't look human.
Okay, so let's just recap real quick. So, so we found some canes that may be fashioned as terrible weapons. Car alarm has gone off across the street. One of the looters looks like it might be one of Skylar's exes. We found a box of bandages, a small first aid kit. Dirk's wife lives across the street, and it appears that the looters were headed that direction. You find a box of powdered strawberry and out of date, expired Ensure powder. A radio has come to life with a low hum in the pharmacy, and Dirk has not said anything about it yet, but has seen a shape of some sort that does not look human outside near the looters in the smoke. Okay, we'll start with 9 candles, and we're going to start with Aphi.
Well, since we have canes, I'm gonna grab one and just hold it and feel a little better that I have something to protect myself with.
Okay, you do feel a little bit safer now that you have a hold of something that you could whack with.
Yeah.
And it's, it helps you walk better.
I mean, I'm okay right now. The lumbago's a little.
Yeah.
All
I
that
haven't
walking.
heard too much from Skylar. What's Skylar doing?
Group mumming.
Mostly just hiding. Forgot that I was supposed to be doing an accent for this chick.
Too late now.
As you're sitting there with behind the counter with Tina, the sound of the smashing glass and the gunfire, she's starting to work herself up into a panic, and she's getting louder and louder and starting to make more noise, and she's sobbing uncontrollably. And she starts, we gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of
They're
here.
up.
Nina,
Got
Nina.
her up.
You gotta stop. Sheesh.
We don't want those looters here.
You have
Sort
any
of
duct
like
tape?
regun.
That's how we handle them on the planes.
That's
I mean,
awful.
Duct
we do
tape.
that at the DMV
But
too,
accurate.
so it helps.
I mean, do you want some flailing idiot running around in a contained space? Or would you rather them be duct taped to their chair?
At this point, the store manager, Jeff, comes over and he just slaps her across the face. He says, "Get a hold of yourself, woman!"
Oh,
Hey,
we don't slap employees. That's Jeff. Come on, Jeff.
Boo, Jeff, you suck.
That's like
Listen,
s'more
There's
smashing
some crazy
outside.
shit going on here, and I don't need her to bring in the attention of these people across the street.
So as Dirk sees Tina get slapped, and Jeff berating her, he starts to draw some parallels from his own life, and knows that he now has to go out into the street. So,
Okay.
so I'm just gonna walk to that front door,
Okay.
and I'm gonna be like, I gotta get to that building that they're going into.
No, you don't. What are
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
you gotta stay here.
Hey,
Oh,
other guy. What'd you say, Dirk? Oh, come on. I came from out there. It was only because I couldn't see very well because my glasses are a little broken and the fog outside. I didn't see the things that everybody else has said there is. But you still shouldn't go out there. What about those looters?
I can't wait anymore. I've got to get across that street.
What if they have guns?
I mean,
And the car alarm is going off. Is that anybody's car? Anybody have like their clicker?
do I know that the one out there looks like my ex?
Maybe you hear
No.
her voice.
No, because Dirk made the truth, which means Dirk saw him. So he's not said that yet.
Well, I don't know who Skylar is though. Right, so I don't know.
That's fair. So actually, none of you would know it's your ex yet. If you encounter them, you will realize it is your ex.
got it.
But it is true that one of them is.
Is there any bricks or rubble just outside the door on the ground?
I don't know. Why don't you roll?
Haha.
No.
Absolutely. All right, Jeremy. We have a success. We have 1-1, so our pool for this scene is going to move down to 8 dice. I'm going to roll. Oh, actually, I cannot take narrative control here, so I would roll any ones. And if I roll more ones, or I roll more sixes than you had successes, I would tell you what happens. But because you have more successes, I can't possibly beat that. I'm going to let you tell me what happens as you open the door to look for bricks. Or as you look out the door to see. You do see what you're looking for, and then you take control of the scene.
Okay, so I'm gonna
one of our candles too.
Nope, he
Okay.
rolled a success. We just lose 1 die from the pool.
Okay, so there is a brick there.
Okay.
So I open the door and sort of put a knee on the ground, reach out and grab one of the fallen bricks from the building.
Okay.
And then I look back into everybody and say, like,
We're all staring at you.
I'm going.
Are you dumb? You sound dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, my wife has an apartment over there. There's probably some food. If you come with me,
Like non-powdered food?
well, she's
Maybe
not
we
much of a cook. She's never been much of a cook, but I'm sure it's not powdered.
All right, I'm sold.
You would know at this point any fresh food or produce has probably spoiled without refrigeration.
Without
Or-
electricity, yeah. I mean, they're
But
still
maybe
canned goods.
You could have a box of Cheerios.
Yeah.
Or,
So any food
we
and
ravaged the
supplies that
place.
were once in this pharmacy have since been looted by people coming in and out.
Or we ate it.
Or we ate it.
If you're going to come with me, we need to go together. I think we need to stick together in the smoke out there.
We should stick together inside the building.
We can't continue to just hide in here. There's nothing left here.
Not a lot of I mean, that powdered stuff goes right through me. It's not going to be a good time for anybody if that's all I'm eating.
Maybe we
Oh.
should just take it with us, just in case.
Oh, I'm not carrying it. I've got an entire coat full of Claritin.
Is there a backpack? Like, does
Yeah, I
someone have
was
a
gonna say, is there a
backpack or
bag?
something?
Probably
Well, there
backpacks
should
at
be
the
like pharmacy bag, like plastic bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Brown paper.
something.
Also, you could find. Yeah, you can definitely find something.
Well, put it in a bag and let's go.
You do notice at this point that that the vehicle that was out front is still running with the lights.
Where
The
are
lights
they
are still
headed?
kind of like going through the haze.
Can we hear the looters anymore?
You heard
Smashing
the
voices.
glass smash. You think they maybe went inside of?
We really need to go.
Okay,
Um,
well,
and
take a cane
as
at
that-
least, not a brick.
I got two.
What-
I got three.
Okay.
canes.
Those canes are hollow. Like, they won't do anything.
Well, there's something and they have reach. So take
I smack
take a cane
smack
as a
them
backup.
upside the mush with this. It'll be far better.
Take it as a backup.
If it gets you to get moving, fine. Give me a cane.
Give him a cane and very nervously clutch mine and grab the handle of my suitcase.
Okay, let me
The,
find a
um,
mask too. That smoke's so bad for my respiratory.
The radio, the humming on the radio starts to
Oh,
get
yeah.
louder and louder.
Can somebody turn that radio down? I swear I haven't listened to a radio in a week. What is that?
I'm at the door with Dirk. So whatever you guys.
I'm,
I
like,
have
headed
three
that way.
canes.
So Jeff jumps over the counter and he heads over to where the radio is, and he goes to turn it off, and he realizes that it's not powered. It's not. Oh, it shouldn't be making noise at all. The radio is not actually on. So he turns the
Jeff, turn
knob.
that
and
off.
I'm turning it off. It's still making noise.
I'm gonna drop one of my three canes. What?
And he takes the radio and he smashes it on the ground, and it's still for a few seconds, maybe 4 or 5 seconds, still.
Don't like
Right.
it.
I'm gonna say under my
No.
breath to Alexander, like, fuck Jeff. Let's go.
We're going. That radio thing though, that was weird, right?
That was
That
weird.
was
I
weird.
didn't
That
hear-
was like
I-
black
I-
box weird.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And Jeff says, "I'm not fucking leaving here. I'm not. Me and Tina, we're staying back here."
Okay, well,
No,
we're
you can come
taking
with
your
us if you want.
insurer. Yeah, Tina, come on.
She looks at you guys, and then she looks at Jeff, who had just smacked her across the face, and she kind of looks towards I can't think of Artemis's name.
Skylar.
Thank you.
Skylar.
Skylar, there it is. And she has like a hopeful look at you, and she's
Come on, let's go.
okay.
I like
okay.
grab Tina like and pull her
Grab
out
your purse.
from
Don't
behind.
forget your purse, just in case you need ID or something.
'Cause I got my pepper spray. I got my pepper
Oh,
spray.
perfect.
I have like this big like lawyer briefcase that I had with me from when I came from the law firm. That I bring with me.
Are you dressed nicely?
I am, yeah. She was a pretty fancy assistant.
I'd
So.
say that you are dressed nicely, but your clothes are a little tattered and dirty at this point. So you're looking a little disheveled. So she pulls out her pepper spray and she goes, "Okay."
Dirk has like a hoodie and dirty overalls on.
Yeah, it's cold outside. I'm gonna put on my poofy, fluffy, down, insert feathered animal coat.
Really? You're not allergic to feathers?
Well, in fact, I am. And he'll pop 2 Claritin.
Maybe that's why you keep having allergies. It has nothing to do with the mist. It's your coat.
You get
Oh,
synthetic.
no.
Get synthetic.
Oh, good goodness, no. My salary deserves whatever this coat is made out of.
Dirk's gonna reach up because I hadn't thought of this before. I like yank the bell off the front door if there's one of those bells.
Oh, good idea.
Yeah, thank you.
Very
I was
smart,
waiting
very
for us to open it and hear the ding, ding, ding.
I'm gonna stuff that in my pocket of my hoodie, and then I'm going out on the street with brick in hand, and I'm gonna cautiously cross the road.
I
Towards-
pick
towards
up
the
my
Jeep.
suitcase rather than
As you
dragging on the
get-
wheels.
Okay, as you step out the front door, and you start moving towards the Jeep, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. So is everyone exiting the building?
I feel
Okay.
like we're kind of doing like a single line kind of a hustle.
She's going to be right on Skylar, right beside Skylar, because she feels like she can trust you.
I love how I got elected group mom again.
Yep.
Mhm.
Absolutely. As you start to move towards the Jeep, the engine cuts and the lights go off. You feel like the Jeep may have just run out of gas.
Did it sound like it ran out of gas?
Yeah, the engine started to like sputter.
Okay.
Butter. Okay.
Now that you're outside, you can see that the front of that apartment building across the street was boarded up, and they smashed through a window beside it, and you don't see anybody.
Okay.
So there's a large smashed window.
Dirk is really being like head on a swivel, knowing that he saw something in the smoke
Mhm.
out here, but still making a move towards the Jeep.
Okay. So you move towards the Jeep, and what are you wanting to do at the Jeep?
I just want to see if they left anything behind in it. Like if they're looting, maybe they've already got some supplies and
Loaded
left
some
them in the
stuff?
Jeep.
Sure.
Yeah,
Why don't you roll
cool.
the dice?
Oh, jeez.
You're rolling 8 dice. That is a success with 1-1. So we're down to 7 dice.
Okay.
I'm going to roll 3 dice to see if I take narrative control or if you do. It's all yours. You tell me what you find in the Jeep.
They left some spare ammunition in the back,
Okay.
but no weapons. Those are probably with them. And there's
What
maybe
kind of ammunition, like pistol rounds?
yeah,
Shotgun?
I'm thinking like a revolver round, like a 38 or something that's pretty, or even a 22, something that would be very common and they could get their hands on easy.
Okay, let's say you find a box of 38 ammunition.
Okay. And
Probably not a box. Let's say you find about 12 rounds.
okay,
12 rounds.
and maybe a bag of food, questionable food.
It's got a bit of a smell.
So not canned food, something like
Maybe
a
some
couple
bread.
sandwiches or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like maybe
What's the bread that doesn't go bad? Is it whole?
Hardtack.
I don't know what that is.
hardtack cannot be considered bread. That is like eating raw.
Bread-ish.
Bread adjacent.
Bread adjacent.
I'm thinking that this is maybe like a couple bags of buns, but the buns like are pretty
Rock hard.
stale. Yeah,
Still, you can soak them and eat
Well,
exactly.
they're at least a week old. So
There's gum on them.
okay, so you find 12 38 caliber rounds and a bag of stale buns.
them. Okay, so
This particular Jeep, it's like a YJ with the top off, and it's got a bit of a lift kit on it, and they've put some like Mad Max style spikes on the front of it.
So just to be an a-hole, does Skylar maybe recognize the Jeep?
You tell me,
Sure.
like
The
the
license plate says
that's
"too
not-
cool."
The license plate says "ass man."
yeah, the S's are fives.
You guys just hear her go,
Yes.
"Oh, shit."
What is there?
Did you see something?
I know whose Jeep this is.
Oh,
What?
oh, it's
okay.
friends.
I wouldn't call him that.
Oh,
Sure. Why don't you tell us about this guy or
Like this is like an ex-boss or something.
Uh,
Can we
sorta.
like, a little in the Jeep while you speak? It's a little creepy just kind of sharing stories out here in the mist. Oh, so my sinuses are so blocked up.
I mean, there's no top on it. It's not going to do anything for us.
As you're standing around the Jeep, the radio on the Jeep starts to hum.
No, that's quite all right. And I like lean in and turn that off.
You know what, Skylar?
Does not turn off.
I don't like that at all.
Let's move
Skylar,
away from
tell
that,
us-
maybe.
Yeah, tell us a story while we walk very fastly to the apartment building with the broken window.
Yeah, let's head for the breach.
Dirk, as you everyone starts to head towards the building, you kind of look over your shoulder and you see a street light down the street flash, and you swear you see something, the thing you saw before, move from one side of the street where it flashed to the other side of the street where another one flashes, and you swear you see it for a second, and then it's gone, and then you see the light on the other side of the street flash, and you see it
How
there on
big?
the other side, and then you don't see anything.
How big?
You tell me.
The size of a cow.
Size of a cow. Okay.
Yeah.
Bipedal or?
I couldn't tell.
Quadruped? Ooh.
Okay.
It was maybe crouched.
Moved pretty fast against probably 4 lanes of traffic.
It almost like it teleported across the
Okay.
street. Like it just was there, and then it was there, and then it was gone.
Dirk has a funny feeling that if he tells the people what he just saw, to avoid panic, I'm just like, we need to go. We need to get inside now. And I'm going to move
What
away
I've
from
been saying!
away from the Jeep to the breach, to the building.
Okay.
Skylar,
before
you could still tell us about your weird ex with the ass man plates.
He,
How did you approve that, speaking of, since you work at the DMV?
Oh, I would never. That one did not come through my department. That's that potty
Yes,
mouth kind of.
This is our 5. It's legit.
Children shouldn't have to be exposed to that.
Did you want to expand on the narrative about your ex, Kylie?
I'm so sorry.
sure.
Please.
Sorry.
It's fine. He was my boss at one point. It didn't end well. When I used to work at the other law firm I was at. Why I left. He's not a nice person.
Do you think he's somebody who's capable of, say, murder?
He's a lawyer, honey.
That means yes.
Mm-hmm.
Why does a lawyer drive a Jeep like that? This guy's an
Because he's a
asshole.
douche.
No, it's an ass man. Are we close to this apartment? I'm feeling very vulnerable out here.
Yes,
I only have
the
2
group of you,
canes.
the group of you scoot across the street, and you're now standing at the front.
I'm gonna.
It's almost like it's New York, so it's kind of like a brownstone style. It's got like the steps up to it, and then the front door had been boarded, and then there was a nice big window right beside it, and that's been smashed. You can tell this is a multiple unit building.
Yeah, it's been like broken up into units.
Yeah, there's probably maybe 4 units or so. It's hard to tell.
I don't pay child support, so she's probably not.
How many? You said whoever said the apartment across the street. That was Aphi. Aphi, how tall is this building?
It would be enough for, I would say, 8 units. So it's about 4 floors plus the underground.
Okay, great. Okay, so the 5 of you, including Tina, are now standing at the stairs to the front door that is boarded, and then so you'd kind of just jump onto the rail and then over into the window if you were gonna try and go through the window.
Is the door's boarded up or
The
locked?
door is boarded up, yeah.
Okay.
Why would they board the door up but not the giant ass window?
It's probably fresh. Come on. Use your brain.
Running out of supplies.
When you're looking at the window, you do see some wood where there was probably wood across, but they had smashed through. So the wood's probably on the inside on the floor.
Gotcha.
Okay, Dirk is really anxious to get in and get to
we'll go
his.
inside.
So he's gonna go through the window.
All right, Dirk,
Careful,
I'd like to roll 7 dice as you try to climb through this window.
Put your hands on the glass.
Thanks, Mom.
That is a success with no ones.
Look,
Nice.
y'all fucking made me the group mom. You're gonna have to suck it up and deal with it.
So
Okay,
when I get inside, I take a quick look around. If nobody's there, then I'll help everybody else through the window.
Okay, 1 sec. As you get through the window and you don't cut yourself up jumping through the window, I'm just going to roll to see who takes control to see what we see inside.
Okay.
You have more successes than I do, so go ahead.
So inside there's broken glass. It's a living room. It's sparsely decorated in that there's like there's a couch, and there's like a TV, not a flat screen, like an old school
Tube
TV. There's an old school video game console hooked up to it, and it's sort of lying on the floor in front. A couple old tattered blankets where maybe someone had been sitting, and there's a Christmas tree in the corner, and its lights are out, and it's just sort of it's not a fake. It's like a real it's a real tree that they've gotten from a lot nearby, and covered in like cheap tinsel.
Beautiful. So this is somebody's house that you've gone through. You didn't end up in a hallway to the place. You're right into somebody's unit. Okay, great.
There's probably a door out of this room right into the hallway, where the door that we could have maybe kicked down, and then maybe another a hallway going back to like where the kitchen and.
Okay, great. So you're standing in this random person's living room. You don't see anyone in the living room. What would you guys like to do? Are you going to help the rest of the people through the window?
Yeah, I'm going to sort of like lean out, lend a hand to get people through safely.
Okay, I would like one roll for the group, and whoever wants to make the roll can.
Okay, it's me.
Go, B. Is
All
it
right,
7? Are we at 7 dice right now? We're at
7
7,
dice.
right?
9 candles, 7 dice.
Don't chew on that.
Oops! Don't even look at that. Don't look at that either.
Did you have are the macros showing up for you, B?
No.
Jeremy, can you tell me how to do that?
Yeah, so if you go to the top right corner of roll 20, you'll see 3 lines, and it'll pop the word collection.
The one where it says macros?
Yep. And there should be something that says show macro quick bar.
Yep.
Check that box. And then there should be a whole bunch of dice up above. 1d6, 10d. If you click all of those to go into the bar, they should start appearing across the bottom of your screen.
Fabulous.
And then
And
when
clearly,
you're ready,
you don't need the 10 and the 9 and the 8 anymore, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
fair enough. Whenever you're ready, just click the 7d6 and we'll see what happens.
No.
Oh, it was terrible.
Okay, we have no
0
success.
successes and a 1.
So we have a 1. So your options are the scene will end and we'll go to 8 candles. Or you could burn a virtue or a flaw if you have them on top to reroll the single 1.
Oh, you can't read that. I will burn. It's short-tempered. This is one of my flaws. Now,
Okay.
I mean, clearly Eugene's been nothing but gracious and very polite this whole time. And I don't think that he does well with the sight of his own blood. So he tries to be the second to get through that glass, and it just like nicks the side of his face. And he does like that thing in movies where like they look at their blood for the first time and he starts to kind of like lose his shit. But like, men don't often have a lot of range of emotions. So Eugene just feels anger. And with his beautifully beautiful mittens that matched his down puffy winter coat and toque, he just starts to punch out a bunch of the glass, which helps everybody else, hopefully, but doesn't feel great.
Sure, why don't you reroll 1d6?
1d6. Oh my god.
That unfortunately is not a success, so we are going to darken another candle. And I will tell you what happens here as I get narrative control on a failure. So you're punching through the glass and you do nick your cheek, but it is much worse than what you had originally thought. Your cheek is split wide open down to your jaw as you roll through the window and into this person's living room, and you are bleeding profusely from your jaw as you roll onto the floor. And now we're going to tell some truths. I will say that because we were doing an action to get everyone through, I will say everyone gets through without getting hurt other than Eugene. But Eugene is now bleeding on the floor of someone's apartment.
I mean,
and we will start with Eugene with the first truth.
The first truth is that we had found some medical supplies, somebody had said.
Right.
Yes, thank you. Our character Skylar. So I'm just gonna make it true that those supplies were traveled, or Skylar brought those supplies with them.
You can make the truth that you apply the bandages to yourself, and you do a good job.
Okay. I would,
Because
yeah.
the bandages already are true, that you already have them, so you would already have them with you. So you could say that you patch yourself up fairly well with
Okay,
the bandage.
and by myself. Too stubborn for anybody else.
Okay, great.
That's my truth.
So that is true. You have stopped bleeding. You are a little worse for wear, but you have stopped bleeding. The second truth is mine. Well, first of all, the first truth is always that the world is dark. The second truth will be you hear a soft sobbing coming from a room in this apartment.
Which cat was that?
Windsor.
You hear something or someone low, like crying, but it's very faint. Jeremy, you have the third truth. Sorry, Dirk, you have the third truth.
At the same time that we all sort of pause about the crying, there was a bit of noise made when Eugene came in, and we hear a creak like someone walking just outside the door in the hallway.
Okay. Leave it to Jeremy. Okay. Creepy floor. All right.
Going in with the makeup. Love it.
Skylar, you have the fourth truth.
Okay, since Dirk had mentioned that he saw blankets, we find that they're still in usable condition, so we can take them with us for supplies.
For blankets?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We find 2.
They don't have smallpox. Got it.
Oh no.
We have some good quality warm blankets. We'll say even maybe like a Sherpa style, some nice warm blankets. Okay, great.
They're fucking snuggies.
Do you want to make them snuggies? Do you want to find 2 snuggies?
I do.
All right.
I want to make them snuggies just because I can.
Not blankets, they're snuggies.
Yeah, they're nice warm snuggies, like the big fuzzy ones.
Oh.
But
I will cross off blankets and I will put snuggies. What color are the snuggies?
one of them is like neon fucking pink, and the other one is like green.
Okay, that is a truth. We'll go to Alexandra with the fifth truth.
This is the superintendent's apartment, and we find typical superintendent stuff like a ring of keys, extra supplies meant for maintaining the building, that sort of thing.
Very smart. Very smart. Absolutely. You find a ring of keys. Okay.
Sir.
Mom, pay attention to me.
Eugene, you have the sixth truth.
Okay. Crying. Blankets. Mysterious noises outside. Keys. I'm patched up. We have ammo. I think we find one rusty gun name that is for some of the ammo we have.
Okay. So
But
you
it's
find an old 38 revolver.
That's
with
the one.
with no ammunition in it.
Mm-hmm.
The seventh truth is that you find the revolver in the hand of the superintendent in the bathroom, and she is dead.
Ooh.
She has clearly shot herself in the tub.
I was just gonna ask. The morbid part of me appreciates that it was in the tub, you know? Just keep it all in there. It's nice.
And Dirk, you have the eighth truth.
Oh, don't do that to me.
Oh, no.
And I will say there is a note beside the
superintendent?
dead superintendent, and we'll say it's a male.
Okay. What do you got for us?
No, I don't know. I don't want to be the horrible.
The person in the hallway is a nice guy.
I'm going to say in the kitchen and maybe even in the bathroom, there's a number of bottles of partially consumed alcohol.
All right, that is the truth. Okay, so we are at 8 candles now. And we'll start the scene with the person that ended the last one, and that is Eugene. Eugene, you're searching through the apartment. You hear a soft whimpering. That was one of my early truths. In a bedroom at the end of the hallway. And as you walk towards it, you glance to the bathroom and you see the body of a man in the tub who has clearly shot himself in the head. There is a .38 revolver in his hand, dangling out of the bathtub on the floor. You walk over. You get the courage to go over and pick up the handgun.
After gagging a few times.
And you're now standing in the washroom, and you hear the crying. Seems like at the end of the hallway, there's someone or something behind that door, sobbing lightly as you pick up the handgun.
Oh shit! Oh god. I'm gonna wrap the handgun in a towel.
Okay.
And open the door where the sobbing is.
Okay.
It's not gonna be worth it. I gotta help.
Dirk's gonna move to the front door with the brick.
Okay.
Because we heard the creak out there, and I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting at the front door that if that door opens.
You notice that the door is locked and chained from the inside. So it is because you broke in through the window. The apartment is locked.
Isn't that how they broke in, though?
Oh, you're right. Yes, you're right.
No, that's fine. It just means they're in the unit with us.
Coming from the
let's say it's
inside.
not. I'm going to say it's not locked, so it gives us options whether they're in there or they've left that way. But you do hear creaking outside.
Yeah, I'm just waiting.
Well,
Heart pounding in my ears.
I'd like to know that. Skylar, yes. I'm going to get Skylar and Tina to help me put the board back up on the window.
Okay.
And prop it up with the couch or something.
Yeah.
Okay. While they're doing that, Eugene, you said you would like to open the door and see what's behind there.
Yeah.
I would like you to roll, please.
Oh yes, I have been looking forward to this. 76 still?
Is it
8
7 now?
We're at 8.
No, we're at 7. The last roll was at 7.
That was because we were down a die, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. We were still on 8, but we were rolling 7 dice.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So we're at 8 candles.
I see.
So we start over again at 8. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I can.
Damn time.
We have 3 successes and 2 1s. So the pool drops to 6 dice. But that is a success, which means that you can tell me what's behind the door as you open it.
I don't want the responsibility of anything small or sad right now.
Oh,
so
it could be.
Behind the door is a Furby. The modern. Modern Furby. Whatever that is.
Horrible.
Shoot it.
The single man superintendent has a Furby that he keeps active.
And it's crying.
Yeet that thing out the front window.
And he has onesies.
Well, that changes what his suicide
Nuggies.
note says now.
We're not gonna judge, but
all right. So
Neon pink
you crack the door open, and what little light is in here, there's a little bit from the moonlight just coming through the window, which they're now boarding up. And at this point, it's becoming almost pitch black in here. You see a little Furby just sitting on the bed, making this little crying sound. It sounds like a child crying, but it's a little pink Furby with its little beak. And it's just,
Oh, no. Oh, I'm going to take the towel off of the gun and throw it on the Furby.
Priorities.
and now its little beak's moving right?
Mm.
And so the towel lands over top of it. And you see the towel like flicking up and down as it continues to cry, but there's now you don't have to look at it.
It's a bit more muffled.
And I'll say at that point, the apartment goes pitch black as they board the windows.
So we're safe in here, right? I'm gonna close the Furby door.
You hear another creaking in the hallway outside.
So I said in my truth that this was this
Yes.
apartment, so they probably had supplies for. I'll look.
Sure. What are you looking for?
Emergency kits, candles, that sort.
Sure. I won't make you roll because those seem like they would be things that would be there with it being the superintendent's apartment. So you find what you're looking for. You find like one of those barbecue style lighters, you know, the long lighters.
Long ones.
You find a small box of
Paper
candles. You find a little candelabra also.
Excellent. I light the candelabra and say, "Be our guest."
Ha ha. You're so funny.
What?
There's someone in the.
Was that creaking?
Well, I mean, we've had the laughing and the movie where they've heard us. You can come in. We can hear you.
As
Like
you say
duck
that,
behind a chair.
Eugene, you turn around out of the bedroom, and you notice that this pool of blood that's in the bathroom is now starting to seep out into the main hallway, as the floor is starting to get a little slick in the hallway there from this pool of blood just draining down the man's arm out of the tub
Yeah.
and onto the floor. As you say, sorry, you said. Did you say that again, Aphi?
You can come in. We can hear you.
Correct. You hear the creaking stops for a second, and almost like someone's wheeling around, and then the creaking starts, and it sounds like it's coming towards the door you're at.
Is the door locked? Somebody please tell me the door's locked.
Hide behind a chair with my cane.
Dirk, you're standing at the door. You see the knob start to turn.
My fist tightens around the brick, and I'm going to hit whoever comes in.
Okay, so the door swings open, and there's a man holding a shotgun. As he just looks in the apartment. It is black, but he does see the candlelight, and he turns his shotgun towards that direction. You're going to try and hit him with a brick.
Oh, I'm gonna if I can hit him with a brick in one hand and sort of push the gun away with the other, and just
Sure, let's roll and we'll see what happens.
How many dice am I rolling?
You are rolling.
6?
We're at 8 candles, but we have 2 ones, so you're rolling 6 dice.
Good luck.
Oh no.
That is a failure. Would you like to use a trait to re-roll the 2 ones, or would you like to end the scene? I don't know if you have a trait on top or not. So
I have my addicted trait on top, and
Okay.
I don't know that it applies at this point.
I could
If
see a
he
way.
shoots you,
I do.
you don't get to
can-
drink what we found.
Because you did say as one of the truths that there was a bunch of liquor bottles laying around.
Hmm.
Okay, well I'll do that then.
So what I would say is, you take a swing at him with a brick, and you miss, but and in your moment of panic, you reach for the thing you need the most, and you grab this bottle and you try to bottle him with it.
Okay, so I rolled 2 dice, right?
Let's re-roll those 2 dice.
No.
Oh.
That is also a failure. Okay, the scene is going to end. All right, so we're going to go 7 candles. Put my lights down a little bit here. Okay, so this man. Now we don't know who this man is. We can establish that during the truths if we want. This man wheels in. He starts sweeping the room with looking with the shotgun, and he looks over towards the candlelight. You're kind of near the kitchen area, Aphi, with the candle, and you say, "Come on in!" And he points the shotgun towards that direction. It is really dark in here, but the only thing he sees is that candlelight. As Dirk tries to hit him with a brick and completely misses somehow, the man dodges and he probably kind of blocks it with the butt of the shotgun. Dirk grabs a bottle of whiskey, and he swings at the man. The man ducks that, and it goes just over his head. We were going to tell some truths. We're going to start with Dirk. Dirk, what is the first truth? First of all, the world is dark. Now, what is the first truth?
Dirk hasn't landed a blow, but in this flurry of ridiculousness, as the brick flies over, as the bottle swings, this guy has had to take a step back and is a little bit off balance in the hallway.
Okay, so he's caught off guard.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
sort of reeling and like trying to.
We should say that you two are in a tussle.
Okay.
Okay. Outside in the hallway or into the apartment?
No, it steps out into the hallway.
So we're gonna say you and him are tussling with the gun, and it spills out into the hallway.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Skylar, what is the second truth?
That's my ex Benson.
Ah!
That is the truth.
Shout out, Benson. What the hell are you doing here?
God damn it,
Alexandra, you have the third truth.
Benson and his posse are not avid gun users, and none of them realize that the guns have safety zones.
Oof.
Okay, that is the truth.
Look at this plot.
Oh, I love you Canadians so much.
I realize that Americans is probably not accurate, but
He's a corporate guy. Maybe he's not used to firearms, right? Okay.
Maybe it's just a factor.
That was
He's more of a...
1, 2, 3. So we're gonna go to Eugene for the fourth truth. And we're doing 7 this time.
I just want to set ambiance. I need something that'll be impactful. We have keys. There's a bit of a tussle going on outside. There's some other people. I'm just gonna set up a truth. And maybe it'll be helpful, but within this apartment building, especially in the hallways, there's a bunch of emergency LED lights that aren't they don't necessarily need power. They will turn on and they're battery operated, and they'll go for a month.
Okay, excellent.
But it's just a soft glow. It's like the glow of your necklace, along the walls.
Okay. As the fifth truth, I will say that in this moment, while they're tussling in the hallway, the LED lights do come on. And as they come on, you all catch a flash of something crawl across the ceiling. Just into the light and then just gone.
Was it cow-shaped?
No, this one was smaller. Almost like a large spider.
How about a house hippo? Is it a house hippo?
I've always wanted one.
That's all you saw. Dirk, what is the sixth truth?
There's a lot going on. There's a lot of noise too.
So you've realized
something big hits the wood on the window.
Okay.
That cow-shaped leggy thing.
And you realize in this moment when you're tussling with him that the gun is on safe.
Okay.
Okay. Something large hits the window. Does it break the window? Does it break the board? Or does it just smash?
No, it doesn't break the board. It just hits it.
With a large impact, a heavy
like a
impact.
large thud, yeah.
Great. Okay. Skylar, you have the last truth.
Well, Benson is a corporate type and not super strong, and Dirk seems like he's a blue-collar kind of dude, and definitely gets the upper hand on Benson.
So you can say, as a truth, that he overpowers him and takes the gun. You can make you can make it whatever you want. You don't have to say he can. You can say he does.
Okay, then yeah, he does. He takes the gun away from him because Benson is skinny as shit. So.
Okay, so The gun is now wrestled out of Benson's hands. Dirk probably forces him to the ground. Dirk looks at the shotgun, realizes that it's on safe, clicks it off of safe, and he now has it pointed at Benson, who's laying on the ground underneath him. And we're going to start our scene with 7 candles, and we're going to start the scene with who failed, and that was Dirk. You were standing over top of Benson with a shotgun trained on him, and you see something skitter across the ceiling over your head, and then it disappeared.
I'm gonna shoot
Okay.
whatever was up, like a shoot at the ceiling,
Oh, okay.
trying to hit
I'm
that
just
thing.
going to execute Benson.
Sorry, Benson.
Who's holding... you still have the 38, correct, Eugene?
Yes, I do. I have the gun, but not the bullets.
Okay, I believe Dirk had the bullets.
Yeah. Dirk is shooting at the ceiling and running back into the apartment.
Okay, and you're leaving Benson on the ground there?
Oh God, yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
so you cock the shotgun and you fire at the ceiling. It just rains down like drywall, and like it's a mess, and it is fucking loud. I don't know if anybody's ever heard like a shotgun blast in a closed area, but the sound rings up, and now you're in the hallway. You actually can see the stairs that head up into the higher units, and you blow a nice hole in the ceiling, and shit just comes flying down, and you kind of give Benson, you kind of give him a kick a little bit just to get him off your foot, and you run back into the apartment.
Yes.
Okay, correct. Are you closing the door, leaving it open?
I'll close the door behind me if I can.
Okay.
Hey, you got a shotgun.
Lock the door.
Yeah, I'll lock it.
Okay.
And I'll grab a nearby bottle and hit it.
Okay. You find you just reach for a bottle.
Yeah.
The first one grabs a half full bottle of gin.
Oh God, gin. It doesn't matter at this point.
Mm-mm.
I take a long drag on it.
Is that really the time?
And then I wipe my chin. I'm like, did you just see what happened?
I know who that is out there.
You shouted a name. What do you know about all of this, Skylar?
Well, that's my ex.
Oh, the car. Oh. Do you want... I found a gun.
That'll fix everything. Also, I heard something against the wall, so I'm just gonna like move and sit on the couch that we've like propped up against it, so there's like extra weight. Not a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. That was
small.
a real sound. The thunk against the...
Yeah.
Okay. And...
I will say in the commotion, Skylar, he did not recognize you. He did not see you because you were in the dark room. So he does not realize that it's you.
Someone yelled his name
Hear me,
though from
though?
the dark room.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I would say over the commotion, he may not have put it together.
Okay.
He definitely heard his name, and then he got knocked out. Well, he's not knocked out, but he got it. He got
Knocked
that.
out.
His bell rung.
Bitch.
You do hear after you slam the door, and the shot goes off, and Benson just gets covered in this drywall,
Drywall
right,
dust.
laying on the ground there, and you hear him just say, "Jesus fuck!" and you hear like, and you hear him run off somewhere, not out the front, but somewhere into the building.
He always was a damn coward.
Yeah. Speaking of cowards, did anybody else see something skitter along the ceiling?
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I take another drink.
And the banging on the wood plank, and I'm like sitting on the couch holding the candelabra in both hands, and
Yeah.
because I'm like sitting up higher to give it more weight, my legs are kicking.
Little kicky feet.
You're like super small.
I'm like a little like 5'3" and small, so like moving about in like a airplane cabin is really...
Okay, well, do we have a plan for Survival? What
I
if
got-
you're...
My wife's on the 3rd floor.
Okay.
Right, you still want to do that, huh?
Yeah.
Never been married. I've never been divorced. I
I-
don't get it.
I'm gonna walk.
What?
I'm shocked.
I'm gonna walk over and load that gun with the bullets we found.
Okay.
Can you use this, Eugene?
Holds it like weirdly. Yeah, I could figure it out. I'm the manager of the DMV. I've managed a lot worse than this gun.
I can.
Yeah,
You can
okay,
use
here
the gun?
you go.
Yeah, I had
I
air marshal
Hand
training.
it to you.
I've just been informed that I'm not allowed to have Christmas lights in the house because Bill just ate a Christmas bulb.
Oh no.
Bill
Oh
the cat.
no. Is
Oh,
Bill
Bill.
okay?
Dog, at least.
Baby
Oh my God,
Bill.
Yeah, he's fine, apparently.
It's gonna shit luminescence.
These are Stan.
Bill, no.
All right, I'm sorry. Sorry, I interrupted with the.
Bill
with-
farts the northern
Bill-
lights.
As long as Bill is okay.
Bill's all right. All right. Yeah. So that pool of blood is getting increasingly disgusting, and
Fine, we're
it
not
does
staying
look like,
here.
like this was maybe that gunshot you heard at the start was maybe that.
Hmm.
So he's fresh.
Also, he's still warm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
gross.
little Alexandra has the gun, which is somewhat more terrifying than the monsters.
Candelabra gun. Oh,
Let's go.
check my suitcase. There might be something we can use in there.
Oh, yeah.
I travel to a lot of weird places, so like, Dubai, Israel, and war-torn countries.
I'll
Pepper
drag
spray
this.
is
Happen to have a cache of hand grenades in your.
I still have to go through airport security, so no. But there's probably
Okay.
like Nature Valley bars or something in there.
You tell me what you want, and I'll tell you if you're gonna have to roll for it.
Well, clothes, obviously, toiletries, probably a little bit of cash, mace.
We're getting iffy now.
That's
Mace
about
would be
it.
like the most useful, I
I
feel
feel
like.
like you have one of those really fancy, obnoxious toothbrushes in there too.
Oh, absolutely. Like, it's a full water pick system.
Yep.
You travel with that.
Dental
Oral
hygiene is
hygiene.
very important.
Mhm.
Wolf spray. Jasmine said it's full of wolf spray.
Yeah. Yeah. So probably just
Yeah, that's
like
fine.
mace
Yeah,
would
that's
be.
That's fine.
I think Tina had some pepper sprayers.
Is Tina
Oh
still
yeah,
with
is Tina
us?
still
I
with
have-
us?
Yep, she's
Yeah,
cowering,
she's still here.
laying on the couch, just sobbing.
Okay, good. Somebody else is on the couch. Little noisy, but Tina, could you just kind of keep it down?
She's trying to not look at the ever expanding pool of blood pouring
After,
out of that.
After Alexandra has the gun, I'm gonna take a quick look out the window if I can, like through a crack or something,
Mhm.
Okay.
to see if whatever hit it is still out there.
So as you, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
All in there.
As you put your eye to the board, and you start looking through, and it's dark out, and there's only moonlight.
There is dark, yes.
Something large and black, but like an onyx black, and it catches the moonlight. Just smacks into the board right in front of your face, and a claw comes through, and just scrapes down across the wood, just an inch from your eyeball, and rips down the wood.
Time to go. Grab the keys.
Yeah, we're
Yep.
leaving.
I, like
Okay.
grab Tina and haul her to her feet.
Out the door.
Um,
If nothing's in the hallway, I'm gonna lead us up the stairs.
Yeah, I'll bring the
As you open the door, you do see what looks like a little puddle of piss on the floor
Fucking
where
Benson.
Benson was laying.
Of
Several.
course.
Hi, Abby.
Hi, Abby.
So there's a little puddle where Benson was laying.
Okay.
You have your loaded 38 now, and a shotgun as well.
Yep.
And a candelabra leading. Are you leading the way with the candle as you come out the door, or
Oh, hell no.
no? Okay, so you're at the back.
I imagine Dirk is leading the way because he knows where he's going.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
been in this apartment.
I
We
would
know
like
that
to know
Skylar
who
or
is.
Eugene could lock the door behind.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I'll say you all
I can.
spill into the hallway of this, into the main hallway, and down to your right there's a set of stairs that starts leading up. I would like whoever would like to make the roll to make a roll as we
Skylar,
see
have you rolled?
what's in the hallway as we get out there.
Well, hold
Yeah,
on.
Skylar hasn't rolled
I
yet.
haven't rolled yet.
Yeah, Artemis.
Okay, so this is going to be, I believe we're still on 7 candles,
Yep.
and we have not had a roll at 7 yet, so we are at 7 dice. Okay, we have a success and a failure. So I'm going to roll 1 die. If I tie goes to the narrator. I rolled a 1. So
Did
that
we
is
get a candle back?
not how it works. Skylar is going to take narrative control, and you're going to tell me what you see in the hallway.
Other than the
Other
Well, you
than
can
yeah.
tell me the state of the hallway. You can tell me, whatever
The
you like.
shape of the pee in the floor? Did it make a cool statement?
that looks like
The
Jesus.
shape of water. The shape of water. The shape of urine.
Okay, so we had already established that there was like those LED lights out here, so we have a
They
little
are-
bit of
they are on.
visibility.
They are on, yes.
They're
almost.
okay.
I kind of picture them like emergency fire lights.
Yeah, they got that spooky, ominous vibe to them.
And you
Just-
notice within this glow from these LED lights that black mist, now that the window was broken, is starting to pour in, and it's coming under the boards also. So there's like a thin layer of black mist along the floor,
Okay.
and it is slowly rising.
Okay, so let's see. We're in New York. Okay, so he had said that this was like low rent sort of thing, and New York apartment buildings are famous for being garbage on the lower end. So I'm assuming that this one is much the same, where like the hallway looks like it's seen better days. Like there's probably detritus on the ground and stuff like that, especially where he blew a hole in the ceiling. And like halfway down the hallway, there is one of those old, like, you see them a lot in movies, but it's like an old fire hose sort of thing with like the glass case around it, and maybe like if we get closer to it, there's like one of those fire axes that they keep sort of there.
That is true. That's what you see.
Beside the axe, there's a fire assault cannon.
Standard edition.
I was trying to think of like practically what would be there, because you see a lot in movies that they would have those in those buildings.
Oh yeah,
because-
absolutely.
I will say that as you shut the apartment door and you look down the hallway and you do see that glass fire case with the axe and the hose, you do hear that slamming against the window board, getting louder and harder.
Time to go.
Yes. What direction are we headed? Where are the stairs?
Up. I'll lead the way.
Okay.
All right, so you run down the hallway. Well, maybe not run, but quickly move
Yes,
down the hallway
fast-paced.
towards the base of the stairs. That's where the fire hose and axe are. Would you like to take the axe or open the
Yeah.
box and take the hose?
Well, the axe for sure.
Okay, so you grab the axe out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Is there a fire extinguisher there too?
Sure.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay. You guys are just
Fun.
loaded down with shit now.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Are we heading up the stairs?
Yes.
All right. So it is. We're gonna say it's like a tiered staircase. We're gonna go up, hit a little level, and then up the other way. So as you guys quickly move up the stairs, you notice that you're above that smoke, the mist. It is coming up, but you are higher than it at the moment. You get to that landing and you pop up the stairs to the next level, and I would like someone to make a roll.
I just did it, so it's somebody else's
We're on
turn.
the second floor.
For the
Who
second
has
floor.
not rolled? I rolled once recently.
Aphi hasn't done it in a while.
I rolled plenty.
Yeah, you've rolled
Yeah.
too much.
Come on, Bree.
7
many
candles,
dice?
6 dice, please. We lost one on the last roll.
Hey.
Nice roll. Nice roll.
Worth.
So that's a success with no failures. So, what do you see on this floor? Actually, hold on. I get a chance to oppose that. 1 second. I get 1 die to oppose that. If I tie, I get to take narrative control. I do not. You go ahead and describe what the second floor looks like.
All right, so the second floor, there's less detritus on the ground. There's like an old threadbare rug kind of like on the landing. One of the apartment doors is hanging open, like off the hinges.
I like it.
And the other one has an eviction note.
What's the condition of the next set of staircase that goes up? Is
They're
everything fine
okay.
there?
They're
Yeah.
okay. Like it was built at a time when everything was built better. So it's good. Like it's sturdy. The bones are good. The aesthetics not so much.
It's New York.
New York.
So I would say that the one door is swung open, and the one with the eviction notice. You notice from where you are, you notice a really bad smell coming from that direction, that door.
Pizza rat.
What?
Probably just pizza rat. Keep going upstairs.
Okay. Whew.
No, we're gonna round out of these stairs and head to the next, wherever the next set of stairs going up are. I'm gonna keep
Okay,
going.
and you would know this building, Dirk. You've been here before. You know that at the top of the next set of stairs, the second door on the left would be your wife's.
Okay.
Okay, so you at this point you do hear a crashing downstairs, as it seems like you hear some wood splintering and like a constant like something hitting something until you finally hear a snap and something cracks downstairs. But you're scurrying up the stairs. And you get to the third floor. You get to the third floor with your fire extinguisher and your axe and your shotgun and your pistol and your candelabra leading the way. Up here, the lights don't seem to be working. The LED fire lights are not working on this level, so we're in candlelight at this point. And I would like someone to make a roll for the third floor, please. And it's going to be 5 dice.
I will roll the dice. 5?
5.
We're at 6 because I didn't fail.
Oh, that's correct. 6. You so just roll 1 more.
Fuck. You sure don't want me to re-roll the whole thing? Shit.
All right. So that is a failure. Would you like to make a reroll on the 1-1, or would you like to end the scene? I don't know what everybody has on top at this moment, so.
Let's end the scene.
And maybe just for to let everyone know when your moment is on top of your stack, just so other people know.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anybody's moment on the top of their stack. Aphi's? Okay. You want to remind everyone what your moment is, Aphi?
I will find hope when I feel.
Okay, great. Okay, so we have a failure. We are going to go to 6 dice. I think we're going to take a break for a few minutes, get a drink, and then we'll come back and tell the truths.
And that puts us
Sounds
at
good.
6 candles, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
Start-
let's hit that
this
light.
is about the point in the game where things get lethal, where a failure can lead to death.
Hmm.
And I think that's a good spot to take a break.
Couldn't
Let's
be
do it.
my tetanus of the
Absolutely.
face. Okay.
We'll be right back.
Mhm.
Well,
Maybe
Like-
Tina's a survivor.
we're back.
Tina will survive.
We decided that Tina will live on.
For some reason, nobody survives, but Tina will.
My heart will go on.
All right, so who failed that roll before we went to break?
Me?
Eugene.
All right, so let's say Eugene was first up the stairs to survey the third level of this building. Eugene, I would like you to tell me the first truth. Well, the first truth is always that the world is dark,
Yes.
Mhm.
and so is this floor. This floor is has been established that the lights on this floor are not working, so you are in candelabra light. Why don't you tell me the first truth, Eugene?
The first truth is, I think you can hear the roof a little bit more clear from this floor, and even outside of the windows, we just hear skittering all around us.
Well, you made my life easy. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You said ramp it up, and I'm like, all right.
You're a monster.
I would say the second truth is that another radio turns on. It sounds like it's coming from the apartment you know as your wife's, Jeremy. Sorry, Dirk. And the radio comes on, and it just kind of squelches. But instead of like the hum that you've been hearing, it cuts in and out, and you hear Edelweiss, Edelweiss, may you bloom and grow forever. And then it cuts out. What is the third truth, Dirk?
That you're an asshole.
Accurate.
Truth.
That at Eugene's feet at the top of the stairs lies the body of one of the looters. Not Benson.
Not Benson.
Not Benson.
What
there-
kind of- sorry,
There's a large puncture-like bite wound on his sort of throat, where his throat meets his shoulder.
Okay.
Are we talking
No
like
bl-
vampire puncture, mosquito puncture, or like saber-toothed tiger puncture?
Yeah, I like the idea of like saber-toothed tiger puncture, but
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
not a lot of blood on the floor.
Mm.
Okay. Skylar, you have the third truth? Or sorry, that would be the fourth truth.
You clearly hear Benson and somebody else shouting in the apartment that you know is Dirk's wife's apartment.
Oh shit. Oh shit. All right.
Thank you.
Aphi, you have the second to last truth.
Dirk's ex-wife and Benson are in a relationship.
What?
And his daughter calls Benson daddy.
No,
Oh.
she does. Oh, come on. Come on.
Oh boy. Okay.
You know what you've done. You know what you've done.
I am well aware of what I've
You're a
done.
man holding a shotgun. All right. All right. You have the Eugene has the last truth.
Oof. Can I like give somebody else my truth? Oh my god.
I'll gladly take it if you don't
No,
want.
no. I already
A
gave
rainbow
everything.
rises in the sky.
Yeah. Right? Gosh.
You like that radio, Jeremy?
We've got Benson, a family, the room, the dead body. We have this hallway, the lights are off. There's skittering outside. I will I'll take any suggestions.
You could pass the truth to someone else if you'd like, if you don't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
Realize you're going to be passing it to Jeremy because I'll let it go by me.
fine. No, yes, Jeremy, please, if you have
Okay.
something.
Take it away.
Oh my gosh.
Right? it gets to a point where there's so much going on. It's like, how do I contribute to this ball of chaos?
The shotgun was on safety, but it was fully loaded.
Okay. You have a fully loaded shotgun.
Okay, and you have
That was
You
not
did
established
shoot
before.
through the ceiling, though.
Minus 1 round, of course.
Okay.
Minus 1 round.
Okay. I'm
Oh,
like, yeah.
I think
Doing
that
video game
shotgun
logic
can
here?
hold like 6 shells, so
Ew.
Depends
No,
on the
that's
shotgun.
a breach shotgun. If this is a
I
semi-automatic,
did
it holds
say-
somewhere
I did
between
say
6 and 8
earlier
rounds.
that it was cocked, so it is a like a pump action shotgun. So it
Yes.
probably has about 6 shells, I'd say.
Okay, so there's 5
Oh,
more.
you load them in the bottom like that, right?
Yeah.
So we'll say there's about 5 shots in the shotgun, or you would think there's about 5 shots in the shotgun.
Well,
Okay.
it's a truth, right? So if I say there's 5, like the
You can.
remaining,
You said it's loaded. You tell me how many shots are in it.
well, if you're saying 6 and I've shot once, so 5.
Okay, 5. That is the truth. There are 5 shells in the shotgun. Okay, we're going to start the scene with, I believe Eugene failed
Yeah,
the roll.
Eugene.
Okay, Eugene. There is a body at your feet. You hear a radio come on. You hear Jeremy's ex-wife and Benson, who are now in a relationship. And you hear
We don't know they're in a relationship, though, right? How do you know that?
That's true. You do hear Eugene's daughter. What was her name? Or not Eugene. I'm sorry. Dirk. What was your daughter's name?
Olivia.
You do hear a young girl say, "Thank God you're back, Daddy."
Why would you do that?
Oh, wow. Oof.
And you do hear skittering on the roof and outside the
Mhm.
windows.
We're
Okay.
all
Oh,
terrible people.
Look, Dirk, I know you're feeling a lot, but we gotta go. We need safety in numbers right now.
I don't think you know how I'm feeling right now.
I do not. Again, I've never been married. I don't even think I understand what love is.
Well, let me show you. Let me demonstrate. I'm gonna
Okay.
walk for that door.
Okay. You get to the door. The door.
Is it
Are you
closed?
just stepping over this corpse at the top of the
yeah,
stairs?
we're ignoring.
Oh,
the
I don't even
corpse.
give a shit about that guy.
I
Okay.
don't either. He's smelly.
I might even step on him.
Skylar, Tina starts just like grabbing onto you, like holding your wrist, and she won't leave your side. She's shaking. She's seeing all kinds of crazy shit here. She's starting to freak out again, like she was at the drugstore. I shouldn't have left. I should have stayed there with Jeff. She's starting to work herself up.
Calm her down as best as I can, but I'm kind of freaking out too. So
He probably didn't mean to hit me that hard. He was.
they don't even go that way, hun. The guys are dumb like that. Don't do it.
It seems that you're calming her down. You're keeping her kind of level. As Dirk just beelines it towards the front door of this apartment. You're standing in front of the door. What would you like to do?
Is it closed?
The door's closed.
I will kick it down.
I mean,
Okay.
it's an apartment.
We have the keys.
I just jingle. What's the number?
I
Jeez.
kick it
I
down.
believe Dirk said he was going to kick the door down, and I would like you to roll the dice, Dirk.
Oh God.
Is
Okay,
it
well, I'm gonna be
6?
wrestling around with
We're at 6. Yes.
No.
Okay. I have strong
That's-
my virtue on top.
That seems very appropriate.
I think
No
I'm gonna
explanation needed.
use that, and I'm gonna re-roll my 2 ones.
Okay.
Shit!
Ah.
All right. So that is a failure. Dirk, this is a heavy wooden door, and it's probably barricaded somehow. As you go to put your foot into the door, you've got your shotgun, and you're angry and you're strong, and you just boot the door with everything you got, and you do splinter the wood and crack the door, but you also break your ankle.
Break my ankle?
Dang.
You slam your foot into the door, and it just heavy thud, and your ankle just snaps. The door does swing open, but you fall to the floor, wailing in pain with holding this shotgun. The door flies open, and I would like to establish some truths. The first truth is Dirk's. Well, the world is dark, and then
Yeah.
truth.
Is it
The
my
world is
truth?
very dark. The world is very dark for Dirk right now.
Is it me or Jeremy?
No, it's Jeremy has the first truth,
Okay.
and I get the last truth.
Boo.
What do you see,
Uh,
Dirk?
What do I see, or what is the truth?
What is the truth?
The truth is that Benson and my wife have contracted gonorrhea together.
I didn't
Is that your
expect
truth?
Yes, and Benson is awkwardly itching as I fall through the door.
That's fresh.
Yeah, but
This game is supposed to be horrifying and dark and sad.
Gonorrhea is
Is
horrifying.
that not horrifying, dark, and sad?
oh,
It is.
okay, Dirk. Your wife and Benson have gonorrhea. A terrible, terrible case of gonorrhea.
That's right.
All right,
Take
Skylar,
that
what,
into the apocalypse with you.
take that to the grave.
When Dirk falls forward, the gun goes off.
Okay.
Oh no.
That's truth. Alexandra,
I know where this is going. Don't do it.
what is your truth?
That kind of changes what I want. As the gun goes off, does not hit Olivia. Takes out both Benson and the ex-wife.
Okay.
Clearly, it had buckshot in it.
Yeah. What is that spread?
Okay. Eugene, you have the fourth truth.
Yeah. I'll just keep it nice and simple. The windows aren't barricaded, and there's a lot of beautiful windows. This is a nice apartment that just stretches over the skyline, city line.
Okay. I have the last truth. Let's see here. There are nice windows, but unfortunately, some of the buckshot that went through Benson and your ex-wife hits the window. The window smashes, and you see a shadow starting to descend. Okay, we have five candles.
I fell through the door and rolled a crit. Like,
It was a hell of a shot. You don't see your daughter.
Do we have 5 candles or
Nobody,
6?
nobody has mentioned
Six.
seeing your daughter. She has been. We're 5.
we're at 5 candles.
Your daughter was heard, but has not
She
been
just failed,
seen.
right?
Okay, so Benson and your ex-wife, whose name do we have her name?
She's just ex.
And her name's Angelina, but I call her Angie.
Angie. Okay, they are both bleeding out on the floor.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
we're going to start with Dirk. You are on the ground with a broken ankle.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get upright. If someone still has one of those friggin' canes from across the road, I'm grabbing one.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you grab a cane.
Not friendly either, like snatching it and like, God damn it, and
Ugh.
trying to maybe lean against the wall.
Maybe we could use some of the keys that we had, Jules.
I
Damn,
go in
Eugene.
and try to help the people that just got shot.
Okay. You rush over to the two on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and you pull out your bandages, I would assume, that you've been holding on
Yeah,
to.
whatever's left. Yeah.
Who has a moment on top at the moment? Just so I know.
Oh, I have a
Yours is
moment on top.
And can you remind me of yours again?
When I follow through, when I follow through on a promise,
Okay.
I'll get some closure.
Okay. And Aphi's yours was.
I
Sorry,
will
Happy.
find hope when I feel safe.
Okay. Great. You feeling safe right now?
No.
Okay. Okay. Skylar rushes over towards Angelina and Benson. Looks like Benson got the worst of it. He
Oh my
is
God.
in rough shape. Angelina got sprayed with buckshot, but she's. You think that as being like a caregiver, sort of, you think that she might live. It's mostly like in her arms and her shoulder and such. Benson wasn't so lucky. He got it like straight down the center, and his face is like split open, and he's just peppered with holes. He's bleeding everywhere.
Yeah, I guess I would like try to help him.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll because your character is kind of a caregiving type. I'll say that you can bandage him up. You realize very quickly that you can't do anything for him.
Okay.
There's something in the window.
Well, you mean the smoke that's coming in?
No.
There is smoke coming in, yes.
Well, that, but no. Vaguely.
There was something kind of like Spider-Man upside down style, kind of like slowly coming. Doesn't look like Spider-Man, but a shape of some sort is starting to like come down, almost like it's coming off the roof towards the window.
So I hate to be like the pragmatist in this situation, but maybe we should Benson out the window.
Yep, no, I like that plan. That sounds like a survival plan. We just put down this suitcase.
That's what Benson out the window.
Okay, yeah, it's ready.
If they're doing that, I'm gonna try to close the door and lock it.
Okay, you can do that without a roll.
Or is it too damage for me kicking
Yeah,
it
you
in?
kicked it open.
It's like splintered and like you can close it, but it's gonna the lock would be broken, right?
I'm still gonna close it.
Like the lock would still work, but like the wood part that the lock would lock into is like ripped.
Yeah, I still close it.
Okay.
Hobbling.
There's a door there's like a Shea lounge there they had in front of it, so you could put that back to it so it at least is flush with the window. Skylar, as all this is going on, Benson reaches up to you and he recognizes you, and he grabs your wrist and he says, "Just kill me."
No problem.
And he's like, his face is like half ripped off, and he's full of buckshot.
Gonorrhea, do it.
And he's riddled with gonorrhea.
Get yourself checked and end me.
And he's just looking into your eyes, and he's asking for you to.
You want to say anything, Skylar, before we whoop?
Before you yeet him out the window.
It's gotta be subtle.
She has no words. Like, he's so fucked up, and she's not brave for one thing. So, like, she's just barely keeping it together. She's just.
Jerry, you see, Angelina looks up and sees you, and it looks at you, and she has this look of almost like fear. I mean, she's been shot, but like looking at you almost seems worse.
Oh God! He brought the Tylenol.
Seeing you standing there in the door, half drunk, holding a shotgun that just went off.
I just reach into my pocket, I grab the Tylenol, and I just throw it at her. Maybe as I throw it, the bottle breaks, and she's just pelted with Tylenol pills just everywhere. Where's your Tylenol, bitch?
At that point, you hear, "Daddy?"
Oh.
And then a bedroom door swings open.
Get back in there.
It's yeet time. It's
a little
yeet
girl in pajamas. A little girl in pajamas holding like a stuffed rabbit comes out, and she starts walking towards you.
Towards me?
Yeah.
Dirk?
I'm gonna I'm gonna like slide down the wall with my back against the wall, just slide down the wall till I like come to rest on the floor, looking at my busted up ankle. I don't ever make eye contact with Olivia. I can't do that.
Or do you,
Tina runs into the apartment and she goes over to beside Skylar, and she is leaning over Olivia, and she's like, "Oh, here, take some of these Tylenols," and she's she's giving Olivia the Tylenols,
off the
and
floor?
as she does that, she's not paying attention to her back is turned towards that window, and this black form kind of slides in, but it almost like it's almost like blinking in and out of existence. So it comes in, you see it come in, then it's gone, and then you see it behind her, and then you see it get bigger and bigger until it's standing over top of her, almost in like a humanoid form, but on 4 legs, kind of like the cow that Dirk saw earlier, but a smaller version.
It was the size of a cow.
And
Like it's gonna attack her.
absolutely, it reaches down with a giant, just
Can
one
I try to
big
get
claw comes
shove
out.
her out of the way?
You can certainly try as this claw comes down and is going right for her neck. And if you'd like to shove her out of the way, you can make a roll.
Yeah. How many dice are we at?
We're at 5. That is a success. Is your moment on top?
No, my flaw is right now.
Okay. You can use, even though you did succeed,
Mhm.
you can re-roll the ones using a trait to keep them in the pool if they
Okay.
end up not being ones. That's up to you.
Okay, so
Otherwise, we're
because
going to move forward with 3 dice.
But doesn't the trait on top have to relate to the incident?
well,
You have to,
so
yes, in a way.
so Skylar is kind of cowardly, so like she would kind of overcome that a little bit to try and get her out of the way at least, because obviously group mom is kicking in. So
Are you moving her out of the way, or are you taking her place? Like, are you shoving her, or are you shoving and moving into where she was, or are you just trying to shove her across the room? You've already succeeded, so you're telling me what happens.
I guess probably she would like shove her out of the way and like move into that position just because of her momentum, so she would be in that space then.
This is a success, so you're not going to get hit by this, but I just want to know spatially where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to shove her out of the way, and then now you're underneath of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's re-roll those once and see what happens. Perfect. So it's a success. We stay at 5 dice. You have 1 success, and I have 5 dice to play with here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to roll to see who takes narrative control. I did not roll a 6. You tell me what happens.
Okay, so I get her out of the way, and I guess I'm in between the little girl and this thing now, and I get a really good look at what this thing is now.
Sure. What is it?
Okay, so what has the description been so far?
Already established that it is black. Is a black form that is sort of cow-shaped. However, this one is a medium.
It's cow-sized.
Okay, cow-sized.
You asked me how big it was. I said about the size of a cow. I didn't mean it looked like a cow. Okay, fine. I don't care. Attack of the
No, it's cow-sized. Okay. This is a smaller version of that. You know that it blinks almost from shadow to shadow, and it can grow or expand. It has been established so far that it has claws that come out when it wants. And that's about all we've established. You can tell me what its physical appearance looks like now that you're closer to it. You can tell me whatever you'd like.
Okay. So it almost sounds like I just keep thinking like cat, the way that you describe that, the way that their claws do that.
Mhm.
So I would think that this thing is like
a
very
thunder-
large. It's a what?
It's a thundercat.
Kind of like I was thinking like it was very like large and feline like
Okay.
this, obviously the size of a cow but smaller apparently on this one, and like very like the skin is almost like stone, like onyx stone. And obviously from some sort of underground thing, since all the fissures keep opening up over the world.
I think that's great. So it's a black almost stone-like
Yeah, it's like an
feline-
onyx bat.
feline-looking, maybe sleek-looking in the face with claws, large claws that come out of its paw hand. So we got an onyx black feline creature that can move in the shadow.
Cow-sized.
Yeah.
Okay, great, and it's standing over top of you. What are we doing? Let's hear from Eugene and from Alexandra. I haven't heard from them in a little bit.
Oh, we have Benson in like a half, like we were ready to hoist him, but then Olivia came in, and then the creature with the cashier. So like, oh gosh, should we?
Skylar should duck, and we should just throw this at this thing. Throw Benson
Yes!
at the thing. Yeah, Skylar, duck.
I'm not going to have a roll here because I think it's great. The two of you together pick up Benson's bleeding corpse who's asking for mercy. And you,
Bleeding gonorrhea-infested corpse.
exactly.
If you
He's having a bad Christmas Eve. As you huck Benson at this thing, I will say he hits it squarely, and they both go tumbling into the wall against the next to the window,
I'll knock
and
out
it kind of
window.
knocks this thing over. And Benson's now kind of like laying on top of this thing, very clearly dying. Olivia has come out of the bedroom, and she's holding this bunny, and she's walking towards her dad, who's laying on the floor with a broken ankle. And Tina is now been thrown across the room as Skylar is looking pretty awesome. Daddy, is that you?
Oh gosh.
Is she actually talking to me, or she's talking to the daddy that got yeeted?
Talking to Benson.
Is she talking to
Oh,
Benson?
no.
No, she's talking to you. And she realizes that he's like across the room under this shadow monster, so she's coming towards you, which seems safer to her.
Okay.
Even though you're holding a shotgun and looking drunk on Christmas
Yeah.
Eve.
I can't. I leave the shotgun where it is by the door.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to hobble up onto one leg, scoop Olivia up, and get her back in the bedroom.
Okay. I'll say you do that. Yeah.
I don't think I can do that with the shotgun, so I'm just gonna leave it behind.
You could probably use the shotgun as like a crutch if you want to use that instead of the cane.
No, I don't need a truth coming in and someone saying I shoot my daughter. So
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the shotgun at the front door.
Okay.
Scoop her up and do my best to get her back into the bedroom.
Okay. You do so. The three of you. Tina, now having flown across the kitchen, she reaches up on the counter and she grabs a kitchen knife, large style butcher knife, and she has this crazy look in her eye, like she's not afraid anymore. And she goes running across the room towards this creature that Benson is now laying on top of, and she starts stabbing at it. What would you guys like to do?
Oh my god.
Unleash the Jeff anger that she has.
Yeah. Pop
Tina.
off.
Shit. Fuck.
And also, as this is happening, the crashing sound from downstairs that has been following up. You now hear two large crest the top of the stairs, much louder than the sound of this one that's in the room.
Is there any sort of entertainment console system that we could
Yeah.
in front of the window to block it?
Oh.
Yeah, absolutely. Sure.
So while Tina's like going like
Clearly,
full
Benson
ham
has spent a
murder,
lot of money here.
obviously he's a
Sugar daddy ended up.
So moving this like entertainment unit, pushing that in front of the window to block it.
I'm
While
gonna
Tina
grab the
just
gun
murders
The window, not the door. Not
the window, because there
Okay.
there was a chaise already in front of. Not that I
Correct.
think that will stop it, but it's a start, and the window is a little bit more of a problem at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Yeah, you absolutely cover the window.
I'm gonna grab the gun that he left behind and have it like ready by the door.
So as you're moving towards the front door to get the shotgun, you get to the door and you grab the shotgun, and at that point, the door bursts open, and the Shea Lounge flies across the apartment. I'd like you to roll the dice, please.
Oh dear.
What are we at now? How many?
I believe we're at 4.
5.
Is it 5?
5?
Oh yeah, sorry, 5. We were at 5 with we had a success and we re-rolled the
Yep.
ones. They're both not ones, so we're still at 5 dice.
Nice.
Sorry, I don't have my dice open. What do we got?
We got a
A
success
success.
and 1-1.
Mhm.
Okay. Great. So you grab the shotgun. I'm gonna roll. So I have.
Is your being brave up? Because I think you're being
It
brave.
is.
You could maybe
It is.
re-roll that one.
It's my
One.
my moment is on top now.
Hold on 1 sec. So I'll explain how that works. I have to see who gets narrative control. I get narrative control over this.
Ooh.
Oh,
First time
Okay,
in a while.
it is still a success. However, your moment is on top. And can you read your moment for me?
I will find hope when I find bravery in a moment of darkness.
I would say that applies here. You do grab the shotgun, and so your moment is now fulfilled. So what happens now is on any further rolls going further or forward, this was a success. So you do have to succeed when you're attempting to do your moment. You did.
Okay.
So moving forward, you're going to roll 1 additional die, which you'll just roll that after you roll the other ones, and
Okay.
that die will succeed on a 5 or 6.
Okay.
Okay. And then you can remove your moment, and your brink will now be on top of your stack.
Mhm.
Perfect. So you grab the shotgun. The door bursts open, and there is a much, much larger version of what you had just seen. And the Shea Lounge flies across the apartment and smashes into the kitchen. I'm going to say it hits Tina because we're at that point in the game. So Tina is over top of this thing, stabbing it as a Shea Lounge just flies across the apartment, hits her in the back, and she, like, from behind smashes into the wall and just slumps down on top of this creature with her knife still in hand, and she's knocked unconscious at least. Well, you'd have to see if you want. There's
So
now
it's a
a
Benson
large
sandwich.
creature. Yeah, it's a pile. It's a stack over there.
We'll just keep the bodies in the corner. It's fine. It's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah,
It's an
it's fine.
aesthetic.
The window is, however, still covered. There is a large version of this, and it has it's this onyx cat, and it opens its mouth, and you just see these fangs like piercing out of its mouth, and it goes down on all 4s like a cat, and just starts like growling / kind of hissing at everything in the room. And that's where we are. Eugene.
Okay. I can't even.
And sorry to interrupt. Dirk, did you go into the room with her and close the door, or did you just put her in the room and then close it?
no, I'll go in with her.
So you're not in the main room anymore. You're in this side room. Okay, great. Okay, sorry, Eugene. I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No, that helped me decide where I should go because I'm not a coward. So I'm gonna go hide with them.
Okay, so you dash across the apartment and go to open the door over there. Did you lock the room that you're in, Dirk?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Okay.
think so. No.
So the door swings open. Dirk, what else is in that room?
There's her bed, her little dresser. It's probably a mess with toys.
Clothes.
Nothing expensive though. It's all kind of, unless her new daddy bought her an expensive toy.
There's some really nice toys that you don't recognize.
Of course.
She has like a little model Jeep of the one that's outside. Like it's.
Yep.
Okay. Is there a window in there?
Sure.
You want there to be a window? Okay. So that's
Sure.
what you see, Eugene, as you rush into this room. Are you closing the door behind you?
Well, if Eugene comes in, I'm like, oh, fuck, we're having a party
Let
in
me
here.
in.
I just slump against the door, unable to maintain balance on my one good leg. So close the door and slump against it. I doubt there's a lock on this door. So I just lean against the door. I say, Olivia, this is Eugene.
Hi, Olivia. I'm your dad's friend.
Careful.
Acquaintance.
Yes.
Whew. Yeah. We need to barricade this door, though. Did we want to invite? No. You know what? No, it's every person for themselves.
At this point.
I want to barricade the door with something. I guess the bed might probably be the best thing. It's like the biggest thing in the room. If it's
Okay.
a kid's room.
I'll help with that.
Okay, so the two of you have effectively locked Tina, who's probably dead, Alexandra, and Skylar out of that room.
Unless they asked.
I don't like to look at it that way.
No.
I like to look that I have further secured my daughter and Eugene.
And Alexandra, you have the 38, correct?
I do, and I'm gonna unload into this motherfucking cat thing.
Okay, so the two of you. But before we make a roll, I'd like to see what's if Skylar want to do something before, because if that ends the scene, I'd like to give her a chance to do something. Is there anything you'd like to do, Skylar, before you see Alexandra pull? She's holding her candelabra and she pulls the pistol out and she's pointing it at this creature that's in the door.
Gangster, turn it sideways.
No, I know how to properly shoot a sidearm. Thank you.
Oh wow! Is there something you'd like to do before that happens, Skylar?
Oh, this is so dumb.
But it's worth it.
She's gonna since this thing is coming through the door now, finally. And I used one shot for that, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess she
Did
would
you shoot
also
it?
just. Oh no, I
you
didn't.
shot it.
Well,
No, I didn't. I just got in the
You went
way.
and got the shotgun and then the door blew open.
So you're
Okay,
standing
so then-
there basically in front of it with a shotgun.
Yeah, I would probably try to shoot it too then.
Okay, I will
Hell
let you.
yeah.
I'll say you both open fire on this thing. I will let you decide who wants to roll of the two of you.
Okay.
The saddest. Okay.
We're on
5.
5
Five.
right now, right? And I get that extra one.
So roll your fire.
Yo.
Ooh!
Have the dice
2
open.
6s, 2 1s.
Okay. And your third, that extra
I
die.
did. I
Okay.
did,
The
yeah.
extra,
You have now lost.
Okay.
you've
So
lost hope.
I still have my virtue left. Can I use that?
Yes, you can. Yep. You can only
Okay.
use it to re-roll the 2 1s.
Yeah.
You can't re-roll your hope die. Your hope die is
Okay.
gone.
Okay. So my trait is giving, and she's
How
gonna
would
Give it help.
she's just gonna
Mhm.
no, she's gonna obviously this doesn't work very well for her. She doesn't do as much damage as she was hoping to do, so she just, in a moment of absolute panic and slight bravery, rushes at this thing and tries to shove it back out into the hallway. knowing full well it's probably gonna fucking kill her.
So having after shot it, now you're trying to bull rush it?
Yeah, to
Okay.
at least try to protect.
Well, this is a success already, so we're just trying to re-roll the ones here. So let's roll 2 dice. Okay. So that is a success. You're not losing any dice on this, so we're still at 5. I, however, am going to roll 5 dice and see if I get more than 3 successes,
Okay.
which will probably not happen because it hasn't happened yet. No. Okay, you tell me what happens as you shoot this monster and then bull rush into it. I will tell you that the gun does not seem to be very effective against it.
I just holler at Alexandra to get to the others and get out.
Okay.
Okay. What are you? Oh shit!
You have your brink on top, correct?
It is now.
Okay, great. So your brink can be used 1 time to re-roll the entire dice pool.
Sure.
All right. You bull rush this thing. You are now standing in front of it in the hallway. And Alexandra, you did shoot it. You did hit also. And she's now just went crazy and has run at this thing and like kind of somehow body checked it sort of into the hallway. And they're probably both on the floor in the hallway. But this thing is much larger than her. Now you see her up against it. It's probably standing. It would probably be 8 or 9 feet tall, but it was on all fours, and they're kind of rolling around the floor in the hallway.
There's one still in the room, though, right? It's just not as big.
It does not seem to be moving after getting stabbed multiple times by Tina.
Oh, okay.
So while Skylar is wrestling, I'm gonna just unload the rope.
You're unloading into them wrestling?
Yes. Yes.
Do it.
Yes.
Do
you-
it. Do it.
5 dice.
Please shoot me.
Oh, no success. No ones, but no success.
No ones, but no successes. So that actually gives you no chance to re-roll this.
Okay.
So that is going to end the scene.
So we're going to 4 candles.
Going to 4 candles.
For time for truths.
So I will narrate what happens from the shot first, and then we will go into the truth, starting with Aphi. You said you were unloading the pistol.
Yeah,
correct?
so I would have fired once when...
Yep.
In that moment where Skylar shoots and then runs. And then... So that would leave me with 5 rounds, I believe.
I'm going to say you shoot about 3 at this time. You take your gun and you start basically popping off into the hallway.
Fanning the hammer.
Yeah. You do hit the monster.
It's high noon.
You do hit the monster again. You also, however, hit Skylar in both of her legs. She is now basically rolling around as pools of blood are just pouring out of her legs as this monster is getting to its feet over top of her. We will start with 4 truths, starting with Aphi.
The monster is critically wounded and the amount of rolling around it's doing.
Unfortunately, that does not work. You cannot use a truth to kill one of them.
Well, it's still horribly, horribly wounded.
Okay, it
like,
is
on its
and
last
is
legs.
injured. Okay, great. It is in dire straits. We'll say that. Because to like remove a threat like that, you need to actually make a roll to do it.
Okay.
You can't just say. We can say it's badly injured, and maybe next time somebody hits it, it might kill it, kind of thing.
That is what I say. It's
Okay,
on its
perfect.
last legs.
Eugene, what do you say in the room there? What is your truth?
Well, and let me know if this is too much, but because I'm a sucker for the drama, there is some scratching from underneath the bed, but that also draws my attention over there, and I see and one of those old boots for like a broken foot or like a a shattered ankle, and it
I'm
happens to be
totally picturing it. Yep.
Dirk's old boot
Yep.
that Olivia was using to dress up in ribbon. I
It's
don't
covered
know.
in like ribbons and sparkles. Painted.
Yeah.
Hot pink now.
Yeah.
So
But,
you hear scratching under the bed,
mhm.
and you also find one of Dirk's old boots that's been decorated with ribbons.
Like the broken foot boots, like hey,
Like one of those
casts
plastic
Like an
anymore,
air
but
Yeah,
cast.
walking cast, yeah.
foot
walking
thing.
cast. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, great.
A lot of
Okay.
Velcro involved.
And that's under the bed also, or that's just in the room?
It's
somewhere?
like just poking outside of the bed.
Okay.
Like the toe is under the bed, so it's like, oh, we could see that. Oh god, but there's creepy noises. I don't want to go over there.
All right. I have the next truth.
Thank you for the raid, Wesselhausen. How's it going?
Raid.
The third truth is that Skylar will not survive her wounds.
Oh, you've hit an artery.
Oh,
Probably.
You got shot in both legs.
Yeah.
legs got important
It's a
bits.
truth that you are not going to survive it. Dirk, you have the last truth.
Well, as in all buildings this age in New York, there's an iron fire escape outside my daughter's
Yeah.
window.
Okay, that is the truth.
Heck yeah.
Hello, Raiders. We're playing 10 Candles tonight. That's why the screen is crazy dark. It's because we are near the end. We're down to 4 candles. Or are we still 5?
No, we're at
We're
Down
at
to
four.
four.
We're 4 candles. For anybody that doesn't know this game, it is it is not kind, and we're nearing the end here.
no explanation required.
No. Okay. It's a Merry Christmas around here. All right. We have 4 truths. We are done our truths. We have a fire escape in that room that Dirk and Eugene are in. We have we have a cast sticking out from under the bed in which there's something under that bed, or there's something crawling around under that area. We have a twice shot Skylar wrestling with a giant black cat creature. Hi, Pasta. Out in the hallway, and she is bleeding profusely from her legs,
And we're all thirsty.
in which she was shot by Alexandra trying to shoot the creature. And that's where we're going to start our scene. We're going to start our scene with Alexandra.
Sorry. So by my count, I have 1 round left or 2?
2.
2?
You shot 1, and then you shot 3.
All right.
One hit the thing, 2 hit her, and 2 still in the gun.
Sorry, and I like run for the bedrooms.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for. I'm assuming Angie's door is open, so I'm gonna go in there and head for the.
You 2 did barricade that door that you're in, did you not?
Yeah, but Angie's the wife's room.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
Angie
Did you
had
say
a-
the fire escape was in? Did you say the fire escape was in Angie's room or in the room you're in?
I mean, technically, by New York Fire Code, they would have to have exits.
It
for
probably
both
extends to both windows, but it's definitely
bedrooms.
outside.
Just saying.
It's definitely outside of Olivia's. I don't know if in all the shaking it's in any good shape by Angie's room.
I guess we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to head for the fire escape.
If gonorrhea causes rust, I don't know.
Find out.
Skylar, as you're running, Alexandra, you look over your shoulder and you see the creature gets to its feet, and it's standing over top of Skylar. In a very cat-like fashion, it kind of starts just pawing at her, and it's rolling her around in the hallway as she's just like pouring blood out of her legs and screaming as it just kind of is just playing with her for a few moments. And it picks her up in its mouth, and it doesn't eat her. It brings her into the apartment in its mouth, and it drops her right on the floor and just puts one foot on top of her and just holds her there, slowly crushing her. And we're gonna go to so that's what's happening in the main room. Skylar, if you'd like to do something, try to get out, you let me know. The two of you in the bedroom, you hear this clawing under the bed, and you see black mist starts to slowly pour out from under the bed, and it's starting to slowly fill the room. What would you like to do?
Dirk, can you get that boot on your foot?
If you can help me over to the bed, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, kid, Olivia. Yeah, you stay right there, okay? Don't come near this bed or anything. We're gonna be okay. The adults are just gonna go near the creepy bed, and nothing bad's gonna happen. Oh.
So when we get near the bed to grab the boot,
Mhm.
I'm gonna push Eugene under the bed so I can get my boot and daughter out of here.
Okay.
Amazing.
I don't know if I want to make that I think it's gonna. Yeah, because Eugene, you're probably not gonna want to be pushed under that bed, are you?
Nuh-uh.
All right, let's make that a roll.
I was trying to do something good.
Is it 4 I'm rolling?
You're rolling 4, yeah.
Oh my god.
Wow. A success and no failures.
Wow.
Eugene, you get shoved under the bed. As you roll under the bed, you look at you now have this smoke is just kind of like starting to cover you, and you're starting to panic a little bit, and you feel something start to crawl up your leg. It's small.
No.
It's small, but you feel like this heat coming off of it. Like you feel like when like a cat crawls across your leg, but you feel the nail kind of just touching your leg as it's crawling up, and it's so dark in this room. You look down, you can't really see anything, but you feel this burning heat as these little tiny nails are crawling up your leg. And it gets up to about your chest, and you look down and you see this just blackness, like an onyx black, and then something opens and a little bit of light, and you just see these fangs as it tries to bite down upon your chest. I'd like you to make a roll, please.
And
as you try to probably roll out from under the bed.
While simultaneously squashing it.
All right, that is no successes with 2 1s.
Hold on.
Perceptive. This is my good thing.
That's a great
awesome.
one to use.
What I noticed something. I noticed I can't. It's got squish. I just want to squish it. I think so. I'm gonna try to like barrel roll out.
Okay.
And as I do that on the ground, there's like a Polly Pocket container.
Yes.
And I'm just gonna like it's not smushing, so I just scoop it up and close the container.
Okay. Great.
If. So that's both of them, right?
So you're gonna roll 2 dice. You were looking for a 6. All right.
Oh, buddy.
How could you fail me?
As the
Yes, let's do a barrel roll.
As the creature that's now climbed up onto your chest of your very nice Christmas jacket opens its mouth and bites down onto you, you feel this like intense burning from inside of you as it just starts to like spider web across your chest, and you feel your heart just starts to feel like it's on fire.
No.
I'm gonna give you a choice here. I will let you describe your death, or I will. As you are burned from the inside out.
Nobody would have shown up to Eugene's funeral, so go ahead and describe how he dies.
Dirk, across the room, trying to fit this boot onto his foot while holding his daughter, looks over and sees this small black creature latch onto your chest.
Oh
And
gosh.
like a shimmer of light hits these fangs as it sinks into your chest. And for a moment, nothing really happens. And then quickly you start to
Oh,
scream in
burns.
pain
It
as your
burns.
chest is just filled with fire. And it starts to come through your skin. As
Dirk,
at
how
first
could you
you're-
do this?
At first, your chest just starts to turn black and with like red streaks running through it until it envelops you by the neck and sets that beautiful mustache on fire as your body is just engulfed in flames and you are a smoking husk. 3 truths, 3 candles as we say goodbye to Eugene. I have the you know what? I'm going to pass the first truth to Dirk on this one.
Yeah, please.
Dirk, you watch as Eugene is set aflame and is just a burning
Chris.
black husk of a corpse on the floor under the bed, at which you just shoved him. What is the first truth?
The first truth is that my daughter's window slides open relatively easily, and the two of us escape onto the fire escape.
Okay.
Dirk does not look back at poor Eugene. Really, really feeling guilt.
Skylar, you are in the living room
Yep.
under the paw of a giant black cat-like demon fire spewing creature. What is your truth?
That axe that I grabbed from downstairs is just barely within reach.
It certainly is. Alexandra, you are running, and I'll say at this point you get to the door for Dirk's wife's bedroom, where you know there's another fire escape. And you look back and you had seen Skylar under the paw of this creature getting played with like a mouse, like a cat with a mouse. What is your truth? And you probably heard the screams of Eugene on fire in the other room, coming from the other room.
Cursing. Yeah, you know.
When Eugene's body basically set alight, it also caught the bed and the carpet.
That is the truth. The carpet and the bed in that room are now on fire.
And it's spreading quickly.
Okay. We have 3 candles now. We have had our 3 truths. I did not mention that the world is dark, as it always is. Okay, we're going to start our scene with Dirk. Actually, let's start with Artemis. Let's start with Skylar. Skylar, you realize that the axe is just within reach of you, as this cat-like giant creature has got you pinned to the floor and is batting at you, seemingly enjoying itself and having fun while it bats you around like a mouse. You're bleeding terribly from both your legs. You know that you're not going to survive.
Okay. So, using every little bit of strength that she's got left, she's going to grab that axe and she's going to swing it at this thing. And she's going to think about her sister that she couldn't find and the kids.
I would say that there's no more appropriate moment than for someone to be at their brink is this. So you are at your brink, and you do have the ability to roll the dice again if you'd like. So go ahead and make a roll with 3 dice. That is 2 successes. Would you like to re-roll the 1 or no?
Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to burn your brink. That is another success. Okay, your brink is gone, but you have succeeded. I'm going to roll the dice here to see who takes narration rights. It is my 7 dice. And of course, I roll less successes because I have not once done that. So you tell me what happens as you swing the axe at this creature.
She just uses all the strength that she's got left to just like kind of right in the neck area and just almost takes its head clean off. And just as she sort of fades into that blackness, she just thinks about her sister. And
May I be so
Yes.
bold as to say that you do take the head off the creature?
sure.
Lands right on your chest as it starts to just spew this inky black and red liquid all over you as you lay back and think about your sister and the amount of blood you've lost. You start to slip into unconsciousness, and
Yeah,
you
sure.
lay back and you close your eyes. And what's the last thing you think about?
That she wishes that she had spent more time with her sister's kids.
Thank you for playing. We are still at 3 dice. Let's go to the fire escape. Alexandra, let's start with you. You head out, or you head into the bedroom with the fire escape. You find the window slides open fairly easily. As you get onto the fire escape, you notice that Dirk is also on the fire escape at the opposite side of the scaffold. Well, it's not scaffolding, but what we would call it.
The platform.
There is one ladder. Who's going for it?
Is it closer to me or closer to
I'm gonna say it's right in the middle.
going for it?
You see Dirk there with his. He now has this. You don't know where the hell he got it, but he's got this like boot cast on his smashed ankle, and he's holding his. How old's your daughter?
8.
He's holding his 8-year-old daughter in his arms, and you kind of lock eyes on each other as you both look for the fire escape. At that point, you hear this skittering sound from inside heading towards the window, both from behind both of you, as you both, I'm assuming, are both trying to get to the fire escape to go down.
Yep.
Okay, so you both reach the fire escape at the same time. What would you like? You can continue the scene from there.
Is it one where where the ladder just drops once you release it?
Yep. You realize very quickly.
I tell Alexandra to go. I'm going to pass Olivia down to you.
You realize very quickly that only one of you is getting down this fire escape.
Oh, totally different.
I'm already pushing to go down the ladder.
Yeah, I guess I'm fighting back too. I'll throw her off the fire escape.
You can try.
What I'm going to have you do is, this is not really how 10 Candles works because it's not usually contested. I'm going to have both of you roll the 3 dice, and whoever has the most successes gets down the fire escape first. If neither of you roll a success, we'll go from there. Oh boy.
Oof.
All right.
I
Dirk
will
has.
say. No, wait, I didn't fail anything. Never mind.
We have no ones. We have no ones, and we do have 6s. So I'm not going to say the scene ends there, but I will let Dirk tell me what happens. I'll let Dirk narrate what happens here.
I'm gonna say that I give Alexandra sort of a shove, and make sure my daughter's started down the ladder, and then I'm right after her.
Okay, so we'll say he uses basically the success of that check to get his daughter down the ladder.
Okay.
Now the two of you are standing at the top of the ladder as your daughter is climbing down, and you start to see multiple of these small cat-like black spider You just saw one take Eugene out very easily as they start climbing with their little claws over the windowsill and onto the fire escape.
You're busted. You cannot protect your daughter with a busted leg. You are walking dead. The choice is obvious here.
Are you saying this as you're still holding the pistol?
Oh, yeah.
You need to watch out for it then.
I will.
And with that, I'll leave space for her to get on the ladder, and even with my hurt foot, I'm gonna try to boot one of those things coming out the window.
I'll
Okay,
pass
great.
him the gun and
Great. Okay.
So
you
I
start-
tell her to keep it. Keep that. You're not out of here yet. Keep it.
All right. So you start heading down the ladder with the pistol behind Olivia.
Mhm.
Dirk. A moment passes, and you feel a sense of maybe she might be safe now. As these small creatures skitter over the windowsill and start getting at your feet.
Yeah, I'm trying to stomp on as many as I can, even with my hurt foot.
I'd like you to make a roll, please. That is no successes and no ones, so we can't re-roll. Okay. Dirk. Several of these, you do manage to squish a couple, because they're pretty small. And that big plastic boot helps. You're really crushing on them, and they're splatting, and there's black liquid flying out everywhere, and is dripping down through the grate of the fire escape. And as Alexandra looks up, she sees just this black ichor just dripping through the grates and dropping down to the street level. And it's kind of catching the moonlight. It's a little shimmery. You managed to kill a few, but one, those boots, they have the holes in them.
Oh yeah.
One of them, as you're squishing, gets into one of the holes in the boot, and you can feel it. These flaming little sharp cat-like claws. Like when a kitten scratches you. Like how the dagger, they got those dagger nails. One of those sticks right in between your big toe and your first toe, and you just feel it just jab into the webbing of your toes.
I saw what happened to Eugene. I know it's coming.
So I'll give you the choice. Would you like to describe what happens, or would you like?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to make myself as big as possible. I want to scoop up as many of the spiders, these small creatures as I can, and I'm going to fall back into the burning room, and hopefully take as many of them. I'm hoping the fire hurts them. So I don't know if it will or not, but I sort of with my arms grab as many as I can, and then fall into the burning room, knowing that I'm about to meet Eugene's fate.
May I just add a thing real quick?
Mm-hmm.
You have 638 bullets in your pocket.
Yeah, they'll go off, I guess, in the fire, maybe. That's okay.
Then you know.
So as you start grabbing these, and they're just stabbing you and stinging you.
Yeah, I'll even bite one back myself. I'll just be like, "Fuck you!"
Entire body with your broken ankle, you scoop up all these, and you throw yourself back through the window into the flaming room. And what's the last thing you think about as your body slowly becomes engulfed in flames?
There's a picture on my daughter's nightstand of herself with her mom. And the fire's already eaten mom's head. Because, gonorrhea burns. And I'm just looking at my daughter's image as it and I burn up.
And that's how it happens. Thank you for playing. 2 candles, 2 truths. The first is going to go to you, Aphi. I'll say you were climbing down Olivia gets to the floor, to the ground level. You're in an alley beside the apartment, and she's looking up at you, and she saw her dad throw himself back into the flaming room. Maybe she doesn't really understand what it all means, but she looks up and she's reaching for you as she sees you coming down the ladder. So 2 truths.
Way back to the pharmacies.
Inside the pharmacy is not. Okay. 2 candles. You and Olivia, with your 38 in hand, go rushing across the street back to the pharmacy, where you thought you last saw Jeff was in there. There is a hum coming from the pharmacy. You get to the door and you look in. You don't see Jeff from the door. What would you like to do?
Turn to the pharmacy parking lot.
Okay.
Cars there. Open door.
I'll say, yeah. There's a car with an open door. The Jeep's also still out front.
That doesn't have any gas. So, in this car in the parking lot that has open doors and
Okay.
I'm gonna look for keys, because sometimes people leave them in the sun visor or in the glove compartment rather than taking them with.
Okay. I'd like you to roll, please. So, you get Olivia, you run across the street, you get into this car, close the door. For a moment, you feel safe.
Safe, that's my
Is it on top?
is on top.
I would say that would have worked if you had succeeded, but you did not. But you do feel a little safer, especially with Olivia with you, and you hold your 38. And you reach up to look for, like any movie you've seen, where you think, oh, the keys will just be under the visor. And you reach up, Olivia in the passenger seat, and you reach up and you pull down the visor, hoping that a set of keys will fall out. But what falls out is not keys. Another one of these small creatures skitters out. This one a little different. This one's more like a millipede, very long and black. And as you open the visor, it just drops and dangles right in front of Olivia's face, and it hisses towards her.
Gonna
1 candle, 1 truth. The world is dark, and
oh, we're down to 1 candle now. Second, I gotta fix the layout, friends. One candle, 1 truth. You're dark in here, friend.
It's stressful when it's down to this.
Oh
It's
my
what
God,
you
like, I'm
decide
so-
is, yeah.
If you'd like, I will tell the truth.
Nope, that's
Mhm,
fine.
mhm.
I got it. I need a minute. I need a minute.
Kill the girl.
Dirk left his keys in his.
Okay. And I'll say you know which vehicle it is. You know what he drives.
Got
Probably
like Dirk's construction on the side of it.
Station wagon or redneck pickup truck. Okay. This creature is dangling in front of Olivia's face and starts to hiss at her as it starts to kind of. I guess you can't see my hands because it's dark as fuck. It lashes out towards her face. What would you like to do?
Just yell at her to get out of the car and start for the truck.
Okay. I'd like you to roll, please.
Nope.
The creature latches on to this 8-year-old girl's neck. And as it does, you see her, she looks towards you and puts her arm out to reach for you to hold your hand. Do you take her hand?
You were booking for the Vic truck.
No, I was running for the truck.
That's because they're dead plush. So you're goosing it on the little girl?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I will say that I'm gonna actually let this go to one more roll because you ran on her. But as you run out of the car, you turn, look over your shoulder as you see this just small little flame engulf in the front passenger side seat as you make a run across the road for Dirk's truck. I'd like you to make a roll as well.
1d6?
Yep.
I succeeded.
You make it across the street. You get to Dirk's truck. You see in the distance this flaming front seat of the vehicle that you and Olivia were in. As you get to the truck and you open the door, and you know that Dirk keeps those keys in that truck, and you pull open the glove box and they're right there. You pull the keys out. You turn the ignition. And the engine picks up.
Oh, gee.
And this old truck that is just a piece of shit, let's be honest here. It stinks of gasoline as the truck kicks up and starts sputtering. You feel a weird sensation all around you. You feel the ground start to shake, as if almost like something about the smell has stirred something up You put the car into drive, or sorry, the truck into drive, and you lurch forward. The ground is torn to pieces all around here from the earthquakes, and you realize that you can kind of make a circle in this car, but it's going to be really hard to get out of this area. I would like you to make a roll as you try to navigate this truck out of this area.
1.
So you kind of peel out, and the smell of gasoline is strong in the air. You can really smell it. And as you rip around this parking lot, you can't really see. It's pitch black. You got a little bit from the headlights, but that haze is so thick now that it almost like envelops the light. And you don't even realize as you drive into a giant pothole, and the whole front of the car just drops. With the motion of the car, the Dirk's shitty old truck, the door just swings open. And you find yourself, having not put the seatbelt on, you're looking down and you are hanging over this giant crack in the earth. And you're dead. Now you're starting to fall out of the truck, and you reach up and you grab the door, and you're hanging onto the door of this truck, and you're just dangling over the top of the chasm. And there's something about the gasoline in the air seems to have attracted them. As you feel the earth shake, and you hear this terrible screeching sound from underneath you, as another one of these creatures, this one though, much larger, starts to come up out of the earth, and it's cracking the sides of the walls as it's moving up towards you. And you look down, and you see its maw opens with this large row of just razor sharp teeth, and they're overlapping each other. And the mouth comes up, and you see your foot and your leg go in first. And what's your last thought as this creature starts to put you down its gullet?
Supposed to be.
My goodness.
And that's the last thing you think as you are pulled into its mouth, and you feel yourself sliding down it as you're slowly dissolved by the acids and fire, and it's Jeremy just laughing. Just as you slowly suffocate and burn inside this creature. And that was our last candle. And that is the end of our story.
Hi, this is Alexandra Martinez, ID
Stay tuned for a minute, people.
107798. Just calling to let you know I probably will not be making my next flight. There's some weird stuff going on around here.
Are you
So if you can just
'Cause
call like Rebecca or
direct.
something to take my
That's good.
shift, that'd be great. My next flight is to London, England. So yeah, that would be great if you could just get that covered for me. I got a call also my neighbor back home in San Francisco to take care of my cat. So yeah, wish me luck, I guess.
This is Angie. Go ahead and leave a message. I'm not in right now.
Angie? Angie, are you there? Angie, I want you to pick up if you're there. Angie, I want to talk to Olivia. Come on, Angie. I'm going to leave her a message. I need you to play it for her. Olivia, I'm sorry I didn't get there tonight, honey. Daddy got stuck. Daddy always gets stuck, doesn't he? I hope you can forgive me. I'm just trying to do my best. It's got to be close to bedtime. Do you remember that song? Do you remember the song Daddy sang? Edelweiss, every morning you greet me small and white, clean and bright. You look happy to see me, blossom of snow. May you bloom and grow, bloom and grow forever. I love you, baby, forever.
Yes, this is Eugene Birdman. I am just calling the DMV office to let you know that I will not be able to make it in tomorrow. Not because I am sick. I don't have a doctor's note to her or anything like that, but I've been holed up at the pharmacy and I just needed to let you know that I can't fill in the online sick form, and this voicemail will have to act as my absentee perf. I want somebody to know that I've done okay.
Hey sis, it's Skylar. I'm holed up at the pharmacy right now with some people. We're out here looking around, doing our best to survive. The whole world's gone to shit. Tried looking for you and the boys, but I ain't found you yet. If you get this, just make sure that you tell them that, Auntie might have been a little busy, but she always loved them and she was always proud. And I'm proud of you too, sis. You're a good mama. I hope this finds you well.
Hi, this is... Well, everybody, thank you for joining us for 10 Candles.
Dang.
That was some fifis right up in my fifi hole, and I don't appreciate.
Like, dang.
Well, if you enjoyed that content, tell Ryan, because this was on him. Ryan, tell us about you.
Alexandra Martinez, ID.
Sorry, I had you muted because it was audio coming.
Everybody's gotta click buttons
Click buttons.
all at once. Oh my god,
There
Kat,
you
I swear to
go.
god,
You're
if you
fine.
knock
You're
over my
fine. You're
table-
good now. Sorry.
So, sorry. I hope
Are you
everybody.
though?
No, that was fun. My name's Ryan. I am the owner of canadiandice.ca. I proudly sponsor Old Man Rolling Dice and the Bacteria. So we have a discount code tonight if you want to order anything. Go for it. If not, I would rather you just throw the money at Extra Life. That's totally awesome too. So, that's all I got to say. Thank you for indulging me in this game that I really, really like. I hope you guys liked it too.
It
That's
was real good. B, how was your first venture with the Vactere and sorry.
You're never gonna play with us ever again.
So you think? Come on. Like I wasn't just thriving the entire time.
Right up until you burned to death.
Love this. I would not want to go out any other way. You know, I love to play just terrible characters that like really want to do one good thing at the end. Like they deserve that. Nuh-uh. So I just love the drama. I love the monsters. I love the characters that we were supposed to care about and then didn't. It was all just amazing. Like screw you, Tina. Why did you even live that long? Come on. So
Fucking
if
Tina.
folks wanna, folks are interested in checking out anything else that I do, which I don't really know. I think I'm doing something this Friday. Give me a follow on Twitter is @B_Zelda, or just check me out on any other social media is @BZelda.
And you should do that because B is. And
Yeah.
if you haven't caught on, 4 out of the 5 players tonight are Canadian. And Artemis is Diet Canadian, so it works out.
It counts. It counts.
Yeah.
Jeremy, tell us about you.
I'm Jeremy. I'm not a bad person.
I think we're all bad people.
I am on the co-host of the Old Men Rolling Dice podcast, and I do a little bit of streaming here on Twitch at DM_Jeremy. And once again, good time, blast. I like that everyone dies in this game.
Definitely a cinematic adventure.
Yeah.
Artemis.
Yeah, I'm Artemis, and I'm the content coordinator and social media manager and 80 other things around here. And I run Fixies 5 on Friday nights, play an Aphi's game on Mondays, and I'm just kind of always here. So.
And I'm Aphi, and my feelings are hurt. Go check out our Extra Life team. Go check out our sponsor, Canadian Dice. They're amazing. And here on Friday when we have our next 10 Days of Tabletop game. Where's the button? We have The Journey North on Friday, and that is with DM Hunter of Warlocks and Waffles. It is a 8-player game, so it's going to be a little bit chaotic. But it's also sort of dubbed Oops, All Group Moms.
That's my fault.
Oh, that's so good though.
The running gag, if you are new here, Artemis always ends up playing the group mom either on purpose or by accident. And in this game, she is playing the NPC that the party adopts, essentially.
I'm a 13-year-old that they have to try and keep alive.
Yeah. So
that's amazing.
The entire party, group mom, for this one little 13-year-old NPC. Technically. So come check it out. It's on Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Most likely our final session of Dragonlance will be on Sunday at 7 p.m. on Jeremy's channel. You can also check out our first 15 sessions of Mistwalkers and Fixius 5 wherever you get your podcasts, generally Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Amazon Music. So go check out those. They will drop 1 episode a week from here on out. So go check those out. We're going to go raid somebody. Thanks for watching and letting us kill ourselves.
Find a comfy blanket and hug myself.
Uh-huh.
I got too many fifis up in here and I don't appreciate it. So yeah, we will see you Friday.
Yeah.
Raid.
Right.